There we have it, ladies and gentlemen. We're up, we're running, we're ready to go. We got Friday morning fights going down right this second. Let's see if we can get Instagram live as well, see if we can pull in a decent amount of viewers this morning. Of course, we had all the bots come in yesterday, or last week. Let's see what we can pull in today. This would be a lot of fun if we can get a lot of people in here, because why the hell not, I say. Why the hell not is what I'm saying. Anyway, let me know what's going on out there in the chat. Let me know what's going on out there in the real world, because we got some good fights to enjoy right stinking now. Let's see. It says we're live. Are we, though? Are we, though? Are we on live? Is Instagram up? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Doesn't look like it. It says we are, but I don't trust it. I don't trust it. We can add it in, though. We can throw it on there. See if it connects. But you guys let me know what's going on out there. There we go. There's something. Now it's live. I guess we'll try to keep that up there. Hopefully the comments pour in from both, but we'll see. We'll see. Only time will tell. Hopefully we can draw in a couple of people. But what do we have going on this morning? Quite a few fights. It's been a few minutes since the show started, so we might have even missed something. It's possible. But again, you guys let me know what's going on out there. If you're looking forward to, what fights are we looking forward to most? It looks like the first fight is already over. We're getting a late start here, fellas. Late start. But you know what? That's okay. That's okay. We're still moving and chugging right along. One Friday fights. We got to look up the whole card, make sure we're on top of things, see what happened in the first one because I missed it. First round TKO. Maybe we'll catch the replays. Maybe we'll catch the highlights as we continue on. But you guys let me know what's going on out there. Says we got a few people in here. Hope you guys are doing well. Friday morning. It's early, but we're ready to rock. We're ready to roll. We're ready to get things cooking, get things going. See if they've got a highlight posted up. I don't see anything yet, so we'll watch it when it comes down from somewhere. From somewhere. 26 people. I'm not paying attention to this. I'm not paying attention to this. All right, next up. Oh my. Let's get rid of this. Get rid of this graphic here. We don't need that. Don't need to like, share, and subscribe. We can do that anytime, anytime. So we've got Erden Bayer Solman versus Matthew Greco. We got a Frenchman versus a Mongolian, I believe that is the flag. However, if I'm wrong, somebody correct me out there. I am merely a casual fan. Yep, Mongolian versus the Frenchman. Gotta say, the Mongolians, absolute marauders. All of them are absolute killers. Very dangerous fighters. We got 2 MMA bouts to start off the afternoon, evening, morning for me, but afternoon, evening for them. Then we got Muay Thai. Oh, we got kickboxing, sorry. Then we got Muay Thai. All the rest of the way. We got Muay Thai the entire rest of the way. But we start out with 2 MMA bouts, 1 kickboxing fight, and some Muay Thai battles, some wars, some epic performances coming down the stretch. All right, they're in the cage. I do not have a timer here for you. But we'll see how it goes. Looks like we're doing okay on Instagram. Trying this out for the first time, fellas. Trying this out for the first time. QWERTY, good morning. What's up? Hope you're well. Hope you're well. Thanks for being here. Thanks for throwing a comment down there. I do appreciate that. I'm not the only person who enjoys these fights, am I? There's other people out there. There's other people that enjoy this stuff. I'm not crazy. I'm not up at the crack of ass's dawn. Ass crack of dawn? I don't even know what you say. I don't even know what you call it. I'm not the only one. All right, stretching out in the corner. Referee Olivier Coste getting this thing underway. You know what's nice about this canvas? They have the monster logo, but just the logo, not the can. I'm tired of seeing the UFC and the can, the whole can. I don't need to see the whole can. All right, let's go back. There we go. Oh, I'm not blocking the faces. Oh! Oh my God, somebody is absolutely bleaking all over the place. Holy shit. We got blood all over the place. This is getting wild already. Blood everywhere. Looks like a crime scene already. It's about 30 seconds into the matchup. Huge elbow, I believe, did the damage. I mean, this is a mixed martial arts fight. We're getting down and dirty early and often. Holy crap. Mounted triangle here, squeezing the blood out of this guy. He looks like a stuck pig out there. I mean, oh my goodness. He's painting the canvas with his blood. Solman's back up. These Mongolians, I tell you, they are absolutely crazy. Holy crap. Wow. We're getting blood early on a Friday morning. That's what I'm talking about. Hopefully it's okay. Hopefully it's not too bad. But holy crap. Literally was spraying blood on the takedown there. This is kind of awesome. Hopefully he's all right. They are soaked in blood a minute into the fight. 5 minutes, 3 rounds here, MMA bout. Oh my. Hopefully we get a replay here soon. This is crazy looking. A lot of blood early. Hey, I'm not opposed to some blood. Blood, guts, and action. Another elbow. We're going to take a look at the cut here. We're pausing the action to take. It's early. It's early. Bear with me. Bear with me. Let's see what they're saying. They're looking at the cut, inspecting it closely. Of course, if at any time it starts to split and fray, kind of like that, and the skin from the middle, you can kind of pull like a V shape. Pull the skin down. That's the issue we run into with these cuts. That's what they're looking for. Anyway, the skin, good grief. It's early. It's early. All right, they're throwing. Not letting the cut deter him. We got blood all over the camera lens here. 2 minutes 35 left in the first round. Oh, fuck! Woo! Already, big knee from Greco. Greco's absolutely nasty with it. Trying to throw another knee. It's over. He's feeling it. Holy crap. Greco, what a finish. Splits him open early. Blood leaking everywhere. Finishes him off with a knee. Some follow-up ground and pound. Fantastic finish from Mr. Greco here. Wow, Matthew Greco. Very dangerous Frenchman we got here. Woo! My word. Wow. Looks like he was cut open before the takedown. We'll take a look at the replay, see what they got for us. Oh! He just caught Solman dipping down, came in with the knee, Knocks the mouthpiece out. Follow-up ground and pound. He didn't even know where he's at. He's walking away from the fight. Oh, just overextended. Got caught with a massive knee right on the chin. Blasted with a nice knee on the ground. That was beautiful. That was a proper fight. Absolutely brutal. Absolutely fantastic display of carnage and violence. We got somebody to look out for here. Matthew Greco. Holy moly. Holy cow. 27 years old. No one championship bouts up to this point. We'll pull up Tapology, see what Tapology has to say about him. Holy cow. Matthew Greco, 4-2 in MMA, 27 years old. That's 5 big wins in a row. Every single one of he lost his first 2 fights professionally. He went on to win now all 5 of his wins. So 5 straight victories by first round finish. Rear naked choke, round number 1. Kimura, round 1. Punches, TKO, I don't know what it was, maybe ground and pound, round 1. KO, round 1. And now another TKO, round 1. That's what I'm talking about. This guy is nasty. Very nasty. Looks like he might have fought some brothers back-to-back, unless Sembolon is a common name down there. But wow. Rafucho! What's up, my brother? What is up? How are you this morning? It's early, but we're ready for fights, Rafucho. Appreciate you being here. If not, sticking around, just popping in. Awesome stuff. Everybody, check out Rafucho. Got some interviews on his channel. He goes live. Maybe he'll be live tonight. We'll have to see. The Chael Sonnen of MMA YouTube. Crossover. Cross, my brother. What is up? Have a great stream, brother. Had to pop in and say what's up. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. We got the Instagram running across. We're following your footsteps, man. We got everything running. Yeah, trying to figure out StreamYards. Looking up to the older gents, man. I might be young, but trying to follow in the footsteps of those greater before me. But Cross, appreciate him as well. Everybody, anybody else watching there, the bots, the 29,000 people we had last week, I don't even know how that happens. Come on, it's just bots. The Burmese bots. Go check out Crossover MMA. Great breakdowns, does the whole thing, has a great voice, monotone, takes you through the whole thing. You put it on, go to sleep to Crossover MMA. That's the way I do it. Sounds a little weird, maybe a little sus, but it's what I do, man. It's what I do. It's what I do. Can't be listening to Daniel Cormier and Joe Rogan breakdown fights. They don't know what they're talking about. Go check out Crossover MMA. Captain Rafucho as well. Great interviews, live streams. Do the whole damn thing. Definitely good. Watching the One Championship. Next Friday, I'll stream those One Championship fights. They're fucking amazing. Dude, they are fantastic. Every time out, every week, there's something crazy. Something crazy happens on Friday mornings with the One Championship cards. You just can't help it. When you got a loaded card like this, I may not know a single one of them. Now, I do know Riti Det. I recognize a couple of them just from watching week to week, but I don't know a lot about them. There's not a lot of buzz and not a lot of talk around them, but I mean, these are the best fights of the whole entire week. I mean, we got a loaded weekend of combat sports. I mean, we got probably relatively close enough, basically 48 straight hours of fights here. We got One Championship. We got UAE Warriors. We got LFA tonight. We got Cage Warriors tomorrow. We got stuff on Sunday. We got the One Championship 173 card Sunday morning, early Sunday morning. I mean, we got like 48 hours of just all action until the middle of Sunday afternoon. Absolutely wild. I mean, what more could you ask for? But I suspect that the best fights in the entire weekend are going to be right here, right now, in front of you this morning. One Friday Fights 133. Spitting all over the mic. So excited. Barely awake. But yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout out everybody out there. Shout out everybody watching. The lurkers. The commenters. We'll see what's going on. It's early, but we're ready to rock and roll. We're getting started. 2 first-round finishes to start off the morning. Great stuff. Matthew Greco. MMA. Dude looks fun. He looks very aggressive. That's what I like to see. And, of course, Viet Ando out of Vietnam, New Zealand. These guys look pretty damn good. But we'll keep it going. Who we got next? Kirill Chizik versus Toma Kuroda. Atomweight kickboxing. Some guys that it says atomweight, which is 105, but really they're straw weights, 115. So we'll take a little background. We'll start with Toma Kuroda, 24 years old, fighting out of Japan. Interesting looking character. His last fight was a loss in September, making a quick turnaround. Decision loss there. You can take a look here. 9 minutes. Not a lot of stats here to really back anything up. Trains out of the forward gym. Not sure why I closed out of my Tapology page, but we'll pull it up. There he is. There he is. Tapology's got him. Okay, so he's got a fairly extensive record here. Couple of losses on there. Not sure I recognize many of the names. Kazuki Miburo. I want to say that sounds familiar, but I'm not going to pretend like I know who that is. Ramadan Ondash. Shout out. 19 years old. Fighting out of Beirut, Lebanon. He's scheduled for a fight later this year. But that's Toma Kuroda, representing Japan a few days, or maybe just a day and a half or 2 days before the huge 173 card. On the flip side, Kirill Chizik, 21 years old, also coming off a loss. Round 1, early September. So Chizik, coming off a knockout loss. Toma Kuroda coming off a loss and a decision. Somebody might be coming into this one damaged on the Russian side of things. Just throwing it out there. Might be a thing to keep an eye out for. Could he be susceptible? Okay, let's see if we can pull up the replays. Here we go. All right, replay from the first fight. So Ando gets the win, the Vietnamese fighter, also fighting out of New Zealand. Let's watch it. Let's take a look.
But also impressive recovery there from Hirayama.
I don't even know what happened. What happened?
Also impressive recovery there from Hirayama.
Some kind of an injury, maybe? Very bizarre. I don't even know if this lands. Is this a Charles Oliveira, Max Holloway situation? I mean, it looks like he punches him right in the Adam's apple and just glances by it. Or was it the body shot? It looks like it might have been the liver shot. Shuts him down, he falls over, it's done. Okay. Looks like a punch to the liver. Not too bad there. Not too bad. Okay. We move along. Second fight of the night. Matthew Greco. Fantastic finish here. Take a listen. Take a watch. This is crazy. Great finishing sequence here. Catches him with the knee. Puts him down. Follow-up shots. Knocks the mouthpiece out. Got him up. Building up, right? He's actually getting back into it. Takes another knee right to the nose. Then he kind of pushes away, spins out of there, and just walks away. He doesn't even know where he's at, has no idea. And mind you, he is split wide open. I mean, we're talking blood gushing everywhere. Craziness. Absolute craziness. Chaos, danger factor that Matthew Greco brings is fantastic. Phenomenal stuff. I see some comments saying that Toma Kuroda looks like Japanese Chiwiwi. So Japanese Raul Rosas. I can see the resemblance. Platypus King. Shout out to Perry the Platypus. You know, I believe I had that stuffed animal when I was a kid. What is up, Platypus King? Welcome in. Glad to have you here. Hope you're doing well. Friday morning, maybe Friday evening, maybe Friday afternoon for you. Hope you're enjoying the fights so far. If you're not watching, you get on this right now. Yeah. Platypus. Perry the Platypus. Secret Agent. Shout out Phineas and Ferb. Great show. Great show. Glad you're here. Watching some fights. We got Japanese Raul Rosas and Kirill Chizik. You will? Please do. Please do. You must. You don't want to miss these. We just had a fantastic finish moments ago. You can probably rewind the tape, pull it back a little bit, take a look at the replay. We had a guy split wide open, blood all over the canvas. Big knee to the head, knocks him out. Well, knocks him out. I say puts him down, follow up with a knee on the ground, some TKO-ish, kind of walks away. He actually toughs it out himself. I'll stay here and watch the fight on my TV. Hey, shout out Platypus King. We're going to dual stream. We're going to try to do it. I don't have a timer, so forgive me. I got you. Last week we had 29,000 Burmese bots tune in. So this week, I'm glad to have anybody commenting. At least this week, I can actually read the comments. I'll say that. Three-minute rounds here. Three 3-minute rounds here for the kickboxing match. We got a minute left in the first round here. Small guys, atom weights, 105. It's supposed to be 105, but it's really 115 because of the weight rules that One Championship has. Of course, they're selling their pay-per-view up in the corner, I see now, of the broadcast. Much slower pace here. Great counter strike by Kuroda there. Nice left hand. While Kirill Chizik was crashing in. There's a nice right hook returned by Chizik there. Referee stepping in. Again, no clinching here. They can throw knees. They gotta eat breakfast. Go do your thing. Gotta stay fueled up for the day, Platypus King. Gotta stay fueled up. There we go. Round 1's up. If you gotta jump off of here, Platypus King, hey, you don't gotta stick around. Glad you were here for a minute. Maybe we'll see you later. Maybe we'll catch you later. When you come back, let me know what you had for breakfast. I need to eat, but guess what? We're here. We're gonna stick it out. We're gonna struggle through this without food. Nice left hand counter there by Kuroda. Hit it a couple of times. Nice body shots there from Chisek. Getting a good stretch in there. All right, round 2's underway. Getting a little more active right off the jump here. They're ripping each other now. Some tapping low kicks. There goes Kuroda. A little bit of a push kick right to the face of Chisek. Kuroda's hands down. Chisek more with the hands up, closer to the face. Better high guard there. But Kuroda a little bit faster, a little bit more. It's early. I've lost the words. Anyway, Chisek pounding away with those body kicks. There's a nice knee bump from Kuroda to the body. Very nice there. Kuroda doing very good. Off the back foot, moving around. Nice counters. Minute 45 left to go in the second round here. Still not a ton of action, but it's a decent fight. They're getting after it. Smaller guys, probably won't be a knockout here. Spinning back fist attempted there by Chisek, missed. Woo! 1 minute, 20 seconds left to go in the second round. There's a nice switch kick by Kuroda. Right to the upper chest. Good head movement by Kuroda there. He tries a back fist. That doesn't work out. Trips, slips, falls down. .30 seconds left to go in the second round here. There's a nice right hand by Chisek back. Kuroda just getting the better of him. Just better timed here. Nicer, better, cleaner shots. Nice left hook to the body. 13 seconds left. 10 seconds. Almost hits him with a big knee. Kuroda, bit more output in round 2. Chisek having a rough fight here. Just can't seem to get to him. Kuroda's more active, despite being the counter fighter here. All right. Some slow-mo replays, not a lot to see there. Not a lot of damage doled out, but Kuroda definitely landed the better shots. I'd say he's up 2-0 pretty easily there. Not much debate. We'll see if Chisek can pull out a finish here. He's going to have to if he wants to win. But again, atom weights, will he even be able to? Doesn't look like it. He's immediately on the pressure, but Kuroda, good head movement, good footwork, avoiding damage, staying out of range. Kuroda throwing nice knees to the body when he gets in close as well. "30 seconds down here, 2.5 minutes left to go. 9-minute fight, 2 minutes left. Kuroda with another nice knee attempted there. Oh, okay. Kuroda getting on the attack here. He gets clipped. Chasing after Chiswick. He had Chiswick hurt there for a second. He definitely rocked. "90 seconds left. Chiswick's got to get a finish here. Tapping low kicks at range isn't going to do much. Another switch kick. Looks flashy from Kuroda. Nice body shot there by Kuroda. Chiswick on the pressure. Not for lack of trying. He just can't seem to find the head of Kuroda whatsoever. Uppercut nearly landed for Kuroda there. There we go. Nice head movement. Oh, maybe a slip there. Maybe a drop for Chiswick. Doesn't look like it was ruled a knockdown. More of a slip by Kuroda. Takes a bit of a knee there for a second. 10 seconds left here. Final moments of the fight. Let's see what happens. Not a lot. Another push kick puts down Chiswick. That'll do it for the fight. Not the worst fight we've ever seen, but nothing particularly crazy in that one. Just a good back and forth. Little chess match. Little bit of a chess match there. Chiswick landed a nice left hook at some point. Other than that, kind of just was what it was. Solid fight. Both guys, well done. Good effort. Kuroda with the unanimous decision victory here. Makes all the sense in the world. Kuroda takes the win here. Nicely done. Your victor this morning for kickboxing. The one kickboxing fight that they had on the card. The Japanese fighter getting the weekend started well for the Japanese. Of course, we've got a huge card coming up Sunday morning, Saturday night, whenever it is starting. Five title fights, Some of the biggest stars that one championship has to offer. Rod Tang. We got everybody on this card. All right. Alrighty. The fight of the weekend could be Superlek and Yuki Yoza, the irresistible force versus the immovable object. Bones will break, legs will never work the same. This is going to be a wild one, ladies and gentlemen. Gonna be a good one. Shades of Hulk Hogan versus the Ultimate Warrior. Unless I'm correct. Somebody correct me if that's not the right guy. I don't remember that guy's name. Anyway. Looks like Modestas Bukauskas, for any UFC fans, he's got a fight booked. Looks like he's got a fight booked. Signed, sealed, and ready to go. For Modestas Bukauskas. If anybody cares, if anybody's looking forward to him fighting again. Good, solid light heavyweight. What else? Let's see what else is going on out there. Flyweight Muay Thai coming up next. Walid Sakraji, 24 years old, 5'9", and Anwar Cisneros, 25 years old, fighting out of Mexico. Looking forward to this one. Any other news? Well, there's this. Ali Abdelaziz tells the Weighing In show, Josh Thompson, that he's asked the UFC for one more contender fight for Umar Nurmagomedov before Merab Dvalishvili. He thinks Ayman Zahabi or Davison Figueiredo makes sense for his guy. Now, that would be delving a little lower down in the rankings than a Mario Bautista even. Of course, Figueiredo coming off a loss. And Zahabi had a big win last time out. That would be a better fight in my mind, but in terms of just the rankings, how things work out for the UFC. But this would be the fight to make. I don't know. I think he did not show enough to me, in my mind. Did not show enough new wrinkles to the game to showcase, yeah, I'm going to beat Merab. It looked like Umar, who's a damn good fighter, he looked relatively the same. He outdogged, out-wrestled Mario Bautista. What's new? Not much. He's really good. That's for sure. But nothing new. Nothing crazy. Showed that he's durable. As always. I don't know. Anyway. Walid the Red Lion Sakraji, 24 years old, we just mentioned his last time out. Unanimous decision loss back in August. Meanwhile, his opponent, Anwar Cisneros, 25, fighting out of Mexico. Not a lot of information on this guy. However, we can take a look at Tapology, see what's going on Walid's side of things. Not a lot of information. Cisneros, not a lot of information either. So we'll see. We'll see what's happening here. But yeah, Ali Abdelaziz actually being humble for once, actually taking a step back and not pushing his guy for the title next. Carlos Prates likes Craig Jones more than he does Khabib because Craig Jones would let him go out there and party. We've got some commentary on John Pork, of course. Zainukov, Magomedov, John Pork, Chanko. Maybe the biggest new star in the entire UFC.
John Pork's the biggest thing in MMA. It's just the biggest thing in MMA right now. Magomed Zainukov, a.k.a. Chanko, a.k.a. John Pork, has taken over the MMA world. The entire fight week of UFC 322. Here's a video from the press conference today. Look at Hasbulla. They're screaming not for Hasbulla. Chanko, Chanko. Take a listen.
Hey, Chanko.
Chanko.
Yes, you like more Chanko, not John Pork. You like Chanko. Call him Chanko.
His IG comment section is unbelievable. Let me introduce my team. It's all John Pork memes. I'm not kidding. If you go to his Instagram, it's all John Pork. Islam didn't even know
Ask for John Pork.
that he was the reason that he's known as John Pork.
Our teammate John Pork. His nickname John Pork, but I don't know. People call him John Pork. Guys, please don't call him John Pork. He's very upset.
They showed him the actual video where it all started.
I introduce my team. This guy.
Now, I remember, I think this was either last year or the year before when he introduced him. He sounds like he says, let me introduce my teammate John Pork. I know he's saying Chanko. Let me introduce my teammate Chanko. But it sounds like John Pork. This is hysterical, man. Like, I know that he says that he hates the name. He needs to keep saying that he doesn't like it because that will make people call him John Pork even more. This is awesome. This is how you fucking... What's the right word? This is how you build up some character. This is how you build up some popularity from like the grassroots, just complete organic star here. The memes around this guy are crazy. They're hilarious. They're awesome. They're stupid. And that's what makes it even more compelling. This is the kind of shit that the teenagers can get into. Sean O'Malley with his rainbow hair and playing video games all the time. Like, I mean, it appeals to some people, but this is playing into the memes more than anybody else may have ever played. It's getting wild. John Pork, Chanko, huge star. Outshining Hasbulla. Who doesn't love Hasbulla? You know what I'm saying?
I introduce my team. This guy, John Pork.
John Pork.
World professional Muay Thai champion. Oh. Brother, I say John Pork. No, I knew it was listening.
But I low-key think that Islam loves that he's known as John Pork. Look at the smile on him. I also think it was a little bit of a miss by the UFC not having Magomed Zainukov, a.k.a. Chanko, a.k.a. John Pork, on this card. Maybe he wasn't ready. He just had a phenomenal fight in the Dana White's Contender Series. Got himself a contract, set a record, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, for strikes, he's unbelievable. This guy's not a grappler by any means.
All right, fight's underway here. We'll get back to the fights. Walid Sakarji versus Anwar Cisneros. 15 seconds in here. Some nice chopping low kicks from Sakarji. Of course, the Moroccan last week won in the main event. I don't even remember his name, I gotta be honest with you. But these fights, my goodness, ladies and gentlemen. We got some fun here. We got some good stuff here. All right, here we go. Cisneros long. Got some long legs here. Some long toothpick legs. Sakraji, a Moroccan, he's got some serious size to those legs. Gonna throw some thudding calf strikes here. Calf kicks, calf strikes. I don't know, fellas. It's early. Cisneros, the longer, rangier fighter here. Very skinny. Sakuragi, a little bit thicker, a little bit denser. Trying to chop down the tall tree that is Cisneros. Even stooping over with the rounded Muay Thai shoulders. Still got an inch or two on him. So we'll see if Sakuragi can get to him. 2 minutes down so far. One minute to go here. Still figuring each other out, throwing some nice low kicks. Attempting some shots. Sakuragi missing a lot of shots over the top, throwing a lot of overhands, trying to reach Cisneros. Hasn't quite found his range yet. Maybe if he gets the jab going, but it's Muay Thai. Nice little body shot there by Sakuragi. Enters the clinch. 15 seconds left to go in the first round. Cisneros still trying to chop down the tree here. Trading calf kicks. Maybe a nice elbow was landed by Cisneros in there somewhere. All right. There we go. Cisneros landed a nice left hook in there. Not gonna lie, I missed it live. Cisneros, of course, the longer, taller guy. Round two's underway here. Cisneros, nice jab there to open it up. There the overhand lands for Sakuragi. Back in the clinch here. Olivier Kosh breaks him up. 30 seconds down. 30 seconds down here. Three-minute rounds here. We're about 45 seconds into the second round. Oh, and Cisneros with a nice combination. Left, right, left. Drops Sakuragi. He pops back up. 2 minutes. 2 minutes to go in the second round. That's 2 whole minutes to work. Of course, 3 knockdowns is a finish. Can he recover? Can he bring it back from the brink? Beautiful knockdown by Cisneros here. Sakuragi getting a little wild in the stand-up. Glancing cup shot. Cisneros is all good. He's ready to get back on the pressure. He knows he's got a chance here to finish Sakuragi. Not going crazy. Slowed down the pace a little bit, has Cisneros, but that's okay. A little bit calm. Doesn't want to overdo it. Doesn't want to burn himself out. Flying knee attempt there by Sakuragi. Flying. Looked like a little bit of a scissor knee. Switch knee. Oh, big right hand over the top by Sakuragi. Another overhand lands for him, but these... I'm telling you, the Mexican fighters, they got a chin like nobody else. Some of these guys fighting out of Mexico got some real nice chins. They can take every shot you throw. You got to really have some serious power to put them down. Cisneros follows up with another combination. Not everything landed, but when he's getting these combinations off, he is having success. Having success. Another big right overhand for Sakuragi. Cisneros rolled with it. Back in the clinch here. Susu came from IG. Shout out. I haven't been looking at the Instagram. I see ya. I gotta look at two different things here, man. I apologize to missing your chats there. Predictions for UFC 322. We can get to it after this fight, Susu. We're watching the One Championship real quick. We got one more round. If you can hang on for 3 minutes, we can talk about UFC 322. Appreciate you being here. Sorry I didn't see your Instagram comments there. Sorry about that, man. I got it pulled up in a different tab. Maybe I should open a second tab. Then I can have them both running. I don't want to do that. I don't have enough monitors. But you're here now. I appreciate you. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. Glad to have you. I've seen you in the comments section a couple of times. I remember that face. Those glasses. Hope you're enjoying these fights. If you're watching, if not, they're free on YouTube. I highly recommend them. If you got to jump off of here just so you can watch them, go right ahead. I got no problem with it. Got to support these fights because, damn, they are good as fuck. Nice as fuck. Absolutely phenomenal. All right, round 3 underway. 250, 249, 248, 247. 9 minutes of fighting here. We got 2 minutes and 40 left. I'll watch you and watch the fights as well. Oh, he's dual screening it. He's doing the multi-angle watch through. Yeah, we've got Cisneros versus Sakuragi right now. 2 minutes 30. We're 30 seconds down. 2.5 minutes left. Sakuragi's probably fighting down here. Got knocked down in the second round. Tried for a spinning back fist there. Cisneros, the longer, taller fighter, just having better success at range. He knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. Sakuragi, he's got good footwork. I like the power that he brings with him, but he's just a little bit too wild, just overextending himself a little bit too much in this fight so far. 2 minutes left in this one. Having a little bit of success landing that overhand right, but not a ton. He's just swinging with too much behind it. Too much behind it. I guess I should keep up with the Instagram. Check on it every minute or so. Muay Thai is interesting. Interesting is quite the understatement. It is chaos. It is absolute war when we get in there. 4-ounce Muay Thai. Muay Thai is crazy in and of itself, but you incorporate the 4-ounce gloves, you drop down from the regular 12-ounce boxing glove to the 4-ounce. We got knockouts every other damn fight. I mean, this is the best combat sports you could ever watch. Truly the only combat sport. If you got to pick one, as much as I love the UFC, if you're just looking for blood and guts and violence, it's 4-ounce Muay Thai. You should have seen the fight earlier, Susu. Erden Bayer Solomon versus Matthew Greco. Greco hits him with a nice elbow, splits him wide open down the middle of the forehead. He's bleeding. We're talking painting the canvas with blood within seconds. Throws him down to the ground. The whole canvas is covered in blood. I mean, it looks like somebody's cut somebody open. Seriously, like gutted a pig on the canvas here. Fantastic display of carnage and violence there by Matthew Greco earlier this morning. 30 seconds left to go. They're getting wild. They're getting crazy. Holy shit, man. Straight out of an action movie. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. 4-ounce Muay Thai is phenomenal. Knees to grounded opponents. That was an MMA bout, though, earlier, to be fair, but that's why we need knees to grounded opponents in MMA. Better danger factor. Right hand lands by Sakuragi as the end of the bell. The bell comes, the end of the fight. I think Cisneros takes it. Had a good knockdown in round 2. Hard-fought battle. They both had trouble finding each other. But Cisneros just cleaner, better timed, nice counters, good combinations. Sakuragi was just throwing with heat. Of course, he's going to land here and there, but not a lot. Are you going to live stream UFC 322 as well? No, probably not, Susu. There's a lot of people out there that live stream it, and I figure, why do it, you know? Plus, I like to enjoy the fights. That's the stuff that I'm locked in the most on. I'm so excited for the fights. All those fights are high level, high stakes. I want to just sit and enjoy them. Don't want to worry about this. As much fun as it probably would be, it's just not worth it to me. I don't think enough people are going to tune in and watch, you know? I'd love to hear my reactions. You would. You would! My reactions. I mean, my reactions can get pretty crazy, but nothing too fun, nothing too crazy. Yeah, I don't know. The UFC, to me, just too high stakes. Plus, there's too many people streaming. I mean, you got your, who the hell live streams? Everybody live streams the UFC. Plus, I can't do it. People have asked me to do the simulcast. Like, hey, jump on the show and do it with me. And I don't want to get stuff spoiled. I just want to sit there and enjoy the fights. Maybe one day. Did he deserve the win? I didn't watch the entire fight. I think he did. Had the knockdown in round 2 that you probably missed, Susu. I'd say he did. Round 1 was close. Round 3, I think he landed a couple more of the better shots there. But, yeah, as for live streaming UFC 322, it's got to be worth it to me. I'm already doing this one. Nobody's really streaming this one. Did he deserve? Yep, I already read that one. Sorry about that. Getting ahead of myself. Let's check Instagram, see if we got any more comments over there. And as promised, we can take a look at UFC 322. Susu, let me know what your picks are. I can't even, listen, I don't even want to make definitive picks because I can't do it. I don't have enough time to do tape study. I have my leanings, but you let me know what your picks are. You let me know what your picks are for the fights. Drop them in the comments. Please, everybody out there, drop your predictions for UFC 322. Maybe you're only interested in the one championship card. We can talk about 173 as well. We got some fantastic fighters on that one, some fantastic fights. Some great stuff over there. But yeah, UFC 322 goes down tomorrow night. Tomorrow night. Get rid of that. JDM, Islam Makhachev, Valentina Shevchenko, Weili, Zhang, I don't know. We got a bunch of welterweight matchups. We got the championship, of course. A potential number 1 contender bout here between Michael Morales, Sean Brady. If Michael Morales goes in there and finishes Sean Brady early with a knockout, we might be getting a title shot. Okay, for the main event, going Islam. I feel like he's going to take him down and finish him on the floor. Even though JDM is a better striker, I think Islam can stand with him for a bit before. Listen, I think JDM as a whole is being overlooked in this one, but Islam's striking on the other side of things. On the flip side, a lot of people are underrating Islam Makhachev's striking. I mean, this guy put down Charles Oliveira with relative ease, okay? Going down with him. I don't know. My leaning might be JDM, just because Islam Makhachev has taken a lot of these title fights on short notice, has fought a lot of fights on short notice. Is a full camp for JDM going to pay dividends? Is he going to be able to deter the takedowns, the Craig Jones, the Volkanovski in his corner? Islam not that bad standing up? No. People are underrating Jack Della Maddalena as a whole, but people are also underrating Islam Makhachev's striking. I think Jack is a better striker, definitely a way better boxer, pure boxing. There's something about Jack, man. I'm with you. I think this is probably what's going to happen. I think Islam probably gets him to the floor and subs him, but Jack just has that dog, man. I mean, to have your arm broken in round 1 of that Gilbert Burns fight and to storm back the last minute of the 3rd round, that's a real dog mentality, you know what I mean? That's a real absolute fucking dog of a fighter. I mean, you got to have next level determination, to get a win, to get a finish in the last minute when you're down and out, your arm's broken, you still get a finish. That shit counts a lot in my head, man. And he's 28 years old. Islam Makhachev, 34. I mean, this is about the time when you start to slow down. How's the new weight going to carry? Jack might knock him out. I can't say no to that one. He's a real one. Dude, it's up in the air for me. I'm 50-50 on this one. I got some magical, mystical, weird feeling that Jack Della Maddalena might be able to pull this one off. Could be a decision. Could be a close, hard-fought fight. I'm excited to see it. I can't even make a real pick'em. Most likely outcome, Islam Makhachev takes him down and subs him, but don't be surprised if JDM knocks him out. Co-main event, not a lot to say here either. I gotta be honest with you, Susu. Gotta lean Zhang Weili. Younger, faster, probably hungrier at this point. Valentina Shevchenko, maybe the most technical, maybe the best women's fighter from a tactical technician standpoint. I think that's pretty easy to say that. I feel pretty confident in that. The Weili Zhang Weili, just a fucking powerhouse, man. Just a powerhouse. Fast, dangerous, powerful. Hasn't put away her last, I want to say 2 or 3 opponents. It's one of the only women's fights that I'm even remotely interested in it. Co-main event, don't really have a take on it. Haven't watched these two, honestly. I have missed maybe 2 UFC events since April when I started watching properly. Hey, Susu, shout out, brother. Shout out. You sound like an educated fan. I'm still a casual, you can say. Listen, it's women's MMA. Not the best, but this one, Susu. If you're going to watch women's MMA, this is the fight to watch. This is the fight that you want to watch. This is the biggest women's fight. Number 1 and 2, pound for pound, women's fighters on the planet. 2 of the best to ever do it. It's one that you can actually enjoy. Usually, I mean, I try to call myself a hardcore, but ladies MMA, not it. Angela Hill versus Fatima Klein earlier on the card, fucking stinks. I watched the last one, Mackenzie Dern for the title. I run a little modest YouTube channel here, and even I did not really watch that fight. I took a shower, I came back, and I definitely thought Mackenzie Dern was winning that fight. Some people say otherwise, but it looked like Mackenzie Dern was winning it. I didn't really care about it. One of the least interesting title bouts in a long time, Mackenzie Dern versus Virna Jandiroba. I just didn't care. Just don't care. I don't find either of them particularly interesting, particularly dangerous, particularly fun to watch. I mean, Mackenzie Dern might be nice to look at, but I just don't care. I just don't really care. This one I do care about. This one I am interested in. And even if you're a casual, this is one of those few women's fights that I can actually sit down and watch without going to take a shit in the middle of the fight. There's other fights in this card that I can't say the same for. Speaking of which, Angela Hill, Fatima Klein. Fatima Klein, beautiful head kick knockout last time out. I guess if you're looking for somebody to watch out for coming up, maybe. I just don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Angela Hill, don't care. Mackenzie played it well. Other than that, I like this bantamweight guy. Wellmaker, he's a really good striker that got a lot to improve as he's going up to the top. Yes, very interesting character. Can't wait for the fight. 2 people have pulled out. I forget who the first opponent was, but Cody Haddon, the Australian, stepped in, was going to have the Aussie parlay running there, and now he's got another new opponent. Ethan Ewing has a fucking massive head on him, got a massive dome. Maybe he can take those strikes, but we'll see. You call yourself a casual, Susu, but you sound like you're up to date on this stuff. You sound like you're keeping up with it. Good on you, mate. Good on you. What else do we want to talk about? I'm excited for Wellmaker. You can tell that when they're pulling in a guy on 48 hours notice, that means they want to push Wellmaker. They need this guy. They want this guy. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, you just bump him back to the next pay-per-view. But they really want him at MSG. They really want the spotlight on Malcolm Wellmaker. Shout out Vyacheslav Borshev, Mateus Camillo. This fight also coming together on very short notice. That one's going to be a bit of a banger to open up the card. Bysanger Susurkayev, I think he's a bit overrated, but I like that he's staying active, getting after it. Eric McConico, not going to be the guy to stop him. Angela Hill, don't care. She can go suck dicks. Whatever. I mean, good for her. She's been around for a long time. I'm not going to disrespect her. I mean, it takes the next level of... I don't know. It takes a badass to step in the cage. Angela Hill, whatever. You can call her badass, but I don't give a fuck about her. Boring as hell. Slow as hell. Old as shit. Maybe she'll do the crafty vet and get the win over Fatima Klein there, but I just don't give a fuck about it. Chepe Mariscal versus Pat Sabatini, the jiu-jitsu ace Pat Sabatini, taking on the brawler, the bruiser, the scrappy guy, Chepe Mariscal. That's going to be a good fun one. Then Kyle Dawkins probably going to knock out Gerald Mearshart in the first round, but we'll see if the Shart Master can shart all over Kyle Dawkins. Of course, GM3, baby. Can he keep it going? Can he fraud check another guy on the come-up? I like Prates as well. He's got the heart and, of course, the cigarettes. I mean, I don't know how that guy can smoke and continue to fight 5 rounds against Ian Gary. He's getting beat up for 4 rounds, comes out in the 5th, almost finishes him, makes him look like a fool crawling across the cage. Pretty damn embarrassing there. Of course, like we talked about, the right hand of God, Malcolm Wellmaker, looking to put down Ethan Ewing, stepping in on like 48 hours notice, 36 hours notice. Hopefully he can make weight at 135. He fought last weekend, got a knockout last weekend, flatline KO last weekend. Can he replicate that performance? I mean, he's got maybe the biggest head on a 135-pound fighter that I've ever seen. Maybe he can take the shots. Aaron Blanchfield, Tracy Cortez, I mean, it'll be a good one to look at visually, to enjoy from that perspective, but beyond that, it's a rematch from an old, I believe, LFA card. Maybe, was it Invicta? Maybe I'm wrong. 5th round against Ian was literally 2 dead bodies trying to do something. I mean, Carlos was not dead there. They both were done. Yeah, I mean, Carlos was tired, but I mean, he almost finished him, whatever. I don't like Ian Gary. I think he's a bit of a fucking dunce. Hate his personality, and I think he's boring as fuck. You can beat up and knock out some bums, but once you step into the top 15, if you're not finishing, you're not dangerous, I don't give a shit about you. Ian Gary, I hope that Bilal beats him, but listen, he's probably going to win. Okay, I'm spitting all over my microphone. Sorry about that. What do we have next? Early knockdown in this one. I don't like Ian either. He great. Have stuff in common. If Carlos had a bit more energy, he would have finished the fight. I don't know what was happening. He looked like he could have finished it and decided not to, but I don't know. Another knockdown, and the fight's over. Bro, I remember getting up from my chair trying to finish the fight instead. Dude, that was me too. I was sitting there screaming at the television. Yep, knockout. I mean, I'm busy talking about it. I'm trying to set up other stuff. I'm trying to get to my other stuff, and it's already over. It's over before it even started. Ayub, El Khadraoui, I don't know, gets knocked down by a nice left hand, and then a straight left down the pipe just puts him down. He don't know where he's at. He's got the whole, I don't know where I'm at, man. I was barely paying attention. Holy shit, the guy was out. That's right. Screen share audio. We got problems with the stream, but we're still cranking along. We're still moving along. Yep, we got a knockout. Nice first round finish. Beautiful first round finish. We'll have to watch the replay in a minute. I was trying to pull some stuff up, pull some graphics up, and it was over before I knew what happened. Pek Hao Kradong. Pet, we'll call him for short. Fantastic finish there. Shout out. What a finish. What a performance. Easily dispatches of another Moroccan. I should stream on Twitch. What are the advantages of Twitch? I don't know anything about Twitch. What's good, Matua? That was a good fight. While it lasted, one-way traffic. Susu, what are the advantages of Twitch? I don't understand. I don't know what it is. I really don't. Twitch is for homos. Maybe so. Twitch is for homos. Maybe so. You know what, though, Matua? If the homos want to come watch on Twitch, got no problem with that. Got no problem with that. If they can talk fights, we're all good. I mean, we are watching half-naked, sweaty, oiled-up men, aren't we? I mean, come on now. What, are we kidding ourselves? Now, I don't enjoy watching these guys visually as much as I do Tracy Cortez, for example, but if I'm going to take a bathroom break, it's probably going to be during a Tracy Cortez fight. So you take from that what you will. More viewers, and I think it has better income, more ways of income. I mean, that sounds nice, but I mean, I'm not really doing it for money. I'm not really here for the money, not really here to be famous. I think it's just basically a larger community. Maybe so. I'll have to look into it. I know we're on Instagram, and we got 0 watchers over there. I mean, Susu, I couldn't even respond to your comments. I was so far behind. I don't even know if the Instagram is still up and running, but maybe we'll do Twitch in the future. Maybe. I don't even know if you can multicast to Twitch on here using StreamYards. Doing a little 7-day free trial because I ran out of stream time on the free plan. It says you only got 20 hours. I far exceeded that. I'll have to look into it. I keep spitting. Every time I take a drink, I'm spitting on the microphone. Sorry. My bad. Beautiful knockout. First round finish. On to the next. On to the next. Now I'm curious. I've never really... I know about Twitch. I've heard about Twitch, but I don't really know much about it. I mean, I think with Streamlabs, you can multi-stream to Twitch and YouTube. Okay. Susu knows what he's talking about. Maybe even TikTok as well. Not sure about Instagram. Slick right hand. Was it a right or a left? I wasn't paying attention, Matua. I don't know how to do it. See, that was my problem. I was using OBS, but I don't think I have the bandwidth, or I'm not doing it right. I can't multi-stream. It just crashes the app. So I don't know what's going on. So we're trying StreamYard, seeing what's going on. I think it was a left as well. Slick left hand. Let's see what's going on. Advantages to Twitch. Twitch offers advantages like strong community building through live chat. I mean, aren't we doing that here? Aren't we doing that here, fellas? Multiple monetization options for creators and engaging interactive features for viewers. Like what? Me reading the chat anyway? I mean, we're doing that here. It provides community entertainment and ways to support creators, while for creators, it offers a platform for brand building, community engagement, and potential income through subscriptions, donations, and ads. Lorisenko and John Anik are wearing matching jackets. The strongest community. We got to pull that up. Maybe we'll pull that up. The weigh-ins, UFC weigh-ins. We do need to keep an eye out for the UFC weigh-ins, see what's going on over there. So we'll keep an eye on that as we hang out here. The strongest community. The biggest, the best. Shevchenko, who's already weighed in? Did I miss? Looks like Shevchenko's first up to the scale, or am I wrong? Where are my American manners? Good morning. I appreciate you. Matua is here. Hope you are well. Sorry, we were busy. I didn't get to welcome you in properly. Matua is here and ready to throw down. We got one championship early on. I know knees are allowed on the ground in one championship, right? Yes. Also Ryzen. Most of these Southeastern Asian promotions, Japanese as well. Some of the Chinese promotions, I believe, also allow knees to ground at opponents on that side of the world. Great shit in MMA. I hope the hate is strong today. It will be. It will be. Valentina looks great. I mean, when does she not? Wei Li, looking as adorable and innocent as ever. Attractive, I hesitate to say, but she is very much a endearing character. Massive Michael Morales. I don't need to see that. Really don't want to look at his crotch. The zesty one, Michael Morales. I don't know how he makes 170. Massive guy. Islam Makhachev next up. I mean, if you guys want to watch people in their underwear, I guess we could do that, but we'll keep it to the UFC. We'll talk you through it. Islam Makhachev. £170 for Islam Makhachev. He's got that shiner under his right eye. Looking a bit skinnier than he did earlier this week, of course. He's still cutting weight, but not quite as much. Doesn't look as sucked out. Doesn't look like Skeletor. John Pork. Where's John Pork? Roman Kopylov, he's up to the stage. We're waiting for the wait. John Pork was there. Apparently, he was holding the clothes of Islam Makhachev. Shout out John Pork. Maybe the biggest, best organic star the UFC has ever created from the memes. Gerald Meerschaert, the Sharp Master. GM3, baby. He's ready to go. The crafty vet. Oh, yesterday, yes. He got a huge, huge reaction out of the crowd. They forgot all about Hasbullah. Who is John Pork? Zainukov, Magomed Zainukov. Trains with Islam, trains with Habib. RoboCop's up next. President Barack Obama. Dana White said Trump's not going to be there this weekend, but looks like Obama will be. He'll be fighting. Shout out Gregory Rodriguez, RoboCop, looking massive as ever. Rodriguez versus Kopylov. I was rooting for the Russian guy in the last fight he took, but he lost. Yep, Paulo Costa beat him. I remember watching it live. The Zohan. We talking about Adam Sandler here. Will be there. I don't know who that is. Mom Donnie. Is that the new governor or like mayor or some shit? I don't fucking know. The Great Zohan. Shout out to Adam Sandler. Fantastically stupid movie back in the day. The mayor. All right. Cool. Have other I hope that I wonder if other mayors have been there. Is it a big deal that the mayor of New York is going? I'm sure the other mayors in the previous mayors of New York have shown up. I don't know. Sean Brady. Maybe I'm behind. Saint Denis. Coming in from a win. Will he win again? I don't know, man. Susu, if you've only been watching for a couple of months, Don't sleep on Beneil Dariush. Beneil Dariush did out-grapple Renato Moicano. Renato Moicano put a beat down on Benoit Saint-Denis. However, Beneil is getting older day by day. Here's Rodolfo Vieira coming up to the stage. I'm looking forward to Beneil and BSD. French guy looks good. Rodolfo Vieira, he's cutting a lot of weight. He makes it 186. We are running through everybody. Hey, guess what they're doing, fellas? Guess what we have on the floor here? Digital scale. Digital scale. I just noticed. Rodolfo. Mateusz Camillo, Vyacheslav Borshev, put together on short notice. I love the digital scale. They finally changed over from analog, manual scale. You know, where you got to balance it out and slide the sliders. We've all been in high school. We've all been in middle school. It takes 10 minutes to calibrate the damn thing. Prates up to the stage. You believe the analog scale more? Yes, but it's easier to manipulate. Easier to cheat that scale. We don't get a close enough view of the scale from the camera to really trust it. So the digital one, they can calibrate it perfectly. There's 3 or 4 guys watching it. They should honestly have a top-down camera showing how much. Well, of course it looks cooler. They'll pull out the analog scale for the ceremonial weigh-ins tonight. You know they will. But I'm glad they can have the digital scales. That way they can calibrate it, match it up to the... I mean, they're using digital scales to do their test weight, and then they walk out from the back, go on the analog scale, and then they somehow miss weight. So now, at least we can all have them calibrated the exact same. Tap-down POV of scale would be good. I mean, top-down from Tracy Cortez for that fight. There's Angela Hill, making weight again. 18-15 in her career. She's like Valentina Shevchenko. She's a hell of a technician. She's got a lot of skills. She's just not very dangerous. Leon Edwards, up to the scale. Bird's eye view. That's right. Angela, the veteran Hill. That'll be my shit break of the card, I'll be honest. That'll be my bathroom break. Frankie Edgar on the weigh-in show. Kings of Leon. Shout out Kings of Leon. That's something that's a band I haven't heard from in a long time, Matua. Frankie Edgar making suicide jokes here on the weigh-in show. Interesting. Okay. Okay, Frankie. Whoa now. Uncut, unfiltered. Frankie Edgar. There he is for you. I still say Phil Rowe has been the most impressive fighter adding commentary to a card. DC wearing baby blue shoes to match his baby blue hoodie is hysterical. He looks like my dad going out to fish. Long sleeve hoodie. Love Frankie. Go Jersey. Shout out Frankie Edgar. All right, next fight up. We got Olivier Coste, the referee, back in there. Chart Payak versus Samandar Kasanov. All right, fight's underway. 242, 241, 240. We'll keep the UFC in the corner. Two minutes 30 seconds go by. UNC sleeve hoodie. Who's UNC playing this weekend? I don't keep up with football enough. I do think it's the Inter-North Carolina matchup, though. I think I saw an ad for it somewhere. Bill Belichick, UNC. I don't know enough about it. Don't keep up with football. I know Bill Belichick's there. They're playing probably like Duke or something like that. The Duke-UNC rivalry, maybe. I don't know. You let me know, Matua. We got a bit of a stumble there by Chartpayak. 1 minute 50 left to go in the first round. Bit of a trip, bit of a sweep there. Chartpayak goes down, not hurt. Back on the pressure. Kasanov looking to clinch up. Again, strawweight Muay Thai. 125 pounds. One minute 20 left to go in the first round here. Not a lot of action here. Bit of a clinch fest. Excuse me. There we go. Nice left hand by Kasanov. I'm liking his hand combinations. Spinning back fist lands. Running downhill here. .45 seconds left in the first round. Again, three 3-minute rounds here for the Muay Thai strawweight bout. Spinning elbow attempted there by Kasanov. Glances off the guard. Kasanov might have put him down there with a left hook. DC is eating his heart out. Aljamain Sterling's brought some DoorDash in, and DC's about to gain another 300 pounds. Shout out DC. Nice right overhand there by Kasanov. Woo! Chartpayak backs him up to the corner, clinching there again. And the first round is over. Alrighty. We're chugging along. UFC weigh-ins playing in the corner of the screen. We got the one championship fights going. See if I can keep up. See if I can keep up with all this stuff going on. DC is just chowing down. Chowing down on these wing stops. These wings. Kasanov stretching it out. Round 2 back underway here. Chartpayak. Black shorts won round 1, I think. I believe so too. No knockdown. Doesn't look like it. Lots of spinning attempts here by Kasanov. I like the aggression. I like the attempts there. Oh, bit of a fake flying knee into a tomahawk elbow. Doesn't land either of them. Misses both. Back to the center. Breaking up the clinch here. 2 minutes, 15 seconds left to go. Second round. Flying elbow. Absolutely crazy. Doesn't land it, but he tried it. I like it. Kasanov is aggressive. A bit wild. We love to see it. 2 minutes. Almost halfway through the fight. Again, 9 total minutes of fighting here. We're 4 minutes in. Big elbow lands as they enter the clinch there by Kasanov. I think he's winning this round so far. But Chart Payak, a little bit cleaner. He's hurting, though. He's looking for the clinch. Gets pushed down by Kasanov. Camera angle looked absolutely crazy, dude. The camera was right there to see it and catch it all. Out of all the shit to order, DC orders some basic-ass chicken wings. No flavor, no seasoning. Yuck, bro. I do like Wingstop. The lemon pepper ones are pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. That was my first exposure to the lemon pepper flavor. They were pretty good. I forgot Wingstop was a sponsor as well, Matua. You're not the only one. Wingstop, the official sponsor of UFC. Lemon pepper wet is good. Wet. Remember P3 protein? P3 protein, the official protein snack of the UFC. Monster Energy, the official energy sponsor of the UFC. Prime Hydration, the official hydration drink of the UFC. Riz Pharma, the official Rizzler of the UFC. 20 seconds left in this second round. Glancing cup shot there by Chart Payak. Losing a little bit of steam here, Chart Payak. I think Kasanov might have gathered this second round. Might have gathered it back. Might have been working to come back here. Much better second round there. These are the best athletes on earth, and Chicken Wings is the sponsor. I mean, they got to sell sponsor to the people at home, not the athletes. The athletes aren't using any of that shit. Who the fuck is drinking Prime Energy? Tastes like ass. Black Trunks 2-0. You think so? I think Kasanov... I don't know, dude. I don't know. It's close. I'm hardly watching. I got 5,000 different things I'm looking at. You might not be wrong. He definitely hurt him early with that spinning back fist, though. There's the replay. You got it 1-1. I think it's 1-1. But I don't know. You know what, though, Matua? I don't really care either. I just want good fights. Black Trunk edges him a little. Black Trunk is edging him. Pause, Matua. I can go either way. I'll throw my comments in there, but oh! Sharp, there you go. Black Shorts drops him with a left hand. 10 seconds into the third round. 3 minutes left. We might have something here. We might have a finish here. Yo, I'm going to post the screen in a Discord for fighter streams. Is that cool? Matua, if you want to. Hopefully I don't get too famous. You know they're going to come after me. They're going to cancel me for something, Matua. But yeah, I mean, I guess. Who's on this Discord? Thousands and thousands of people. Bit of an eye poke here, I guess. One of the very rare eye pokes they have in one championship. But yeah, Matua, it's all right. You can do what you want. If you want other idiots watching this, if the other idiots want to join an idiot, a few hundred, holy shit, we're going to be famous. Watch out. Watch out. All right, 2 minutes left. 2 minutes here. UFC still talking. Waiting to see who else has to weigh in. I don't believe I saw JDM, but could be wrong. Shout out Matua. Spreading the word. Shout out to Susu. Telling me to get on Twitch. You guys want this thing to grow more than I do. Legends. 90 seconds left to go in the fight. Three 3-minute rounds. We got 90 seconds left. Kasanov not giving up despite that knockdown early in the third round. DC is using his sleeves to wipe away the grease from the chicken wings. No napkins. He's using his sleeves. What a child. A 700-pound child, Daniel Cormier. 8 minutes down, 1 more to go here. Kasanov needs to get a finish here to win the fight. Kasanov winning the round. You think Kasanov's winning? He got dropped early. Matua. He got dropped early. All right, we got more guys weighing in over on the UFC side of things. 30 seconds here. Get DC's country ass up out of here. We love DC. A little bit biased towards the Dagestanis. Of course, he did train with them for quite a while at AKA back in the day. 15 seconds here. Kasanov looking for the finish. Last second, throwing some big kicks. LOI missed when he got dropped. It was like 2 seconds into the third round, man. 2 seconds in. If you hear any squeaking and squirming, I swear I'm not farting. It's just the squeaky chair I'm sitting in. I promise. Now, it may stink in here, but for other reasons. For other reasons. 2-1 to the darker-skinned guy. Whoa, Matua. Whoa, Matua. Yeah, I think the Thai guy might have got it done, but listen, I don't care. It was a fun fight. It was some nice back and forth. A little bit lower pace than I like to see, but I'm not going to complain. I need UFC to be treated like this, like it's Formula One. How do you mean, Matua? What do you mean by that? The Thai dude. Malcolm Wellmaker up to the stage. This guy's got a lot of hair. Some wild tattoos. Fun stuff. Diversity and strikes. Man, I'm spitting all over the place. Sorry, fellas. Sorry, fellas. Diversity and strikes was great. Yes, it was. The Muay Thai stuff, man. These guys are crazy. They're wild. They don't have to fear the takedown. Malcolm Wellmaker makes it. Kyle Dawkins up next. We're in between fights here. Kyle Dawkins, built like an absolute rectangle. Kyle Caucus. Frankie Edgar just called him Kyle Caucus. UFC should be treated more like Formula One, meaning, I want it to be a bit more classy. It is the fight game, after all. I'm not so sure that will ever happen. Now, maybe they'll fix the rules. Maybe they'll enforce some rules. But other than that, I don't know. I wish Mercedes-Benz sponsored the event. That would be a sick logo in the middle. There's Bo Nickel coming up for the weigh-in. Bo Nickel rounding out the skill set, says Daniel Cormier. I don't know. I'll see it when I believe it. I wish farmers or agricultural countries or universities sponsored the event. Now, there was, in Canada, a couple weeks ago, Vancouver, I believe the Skills and Trades School was sponsoring the event. They had a big banner on one of the pillars for the UFC card. So, it's possible. You just got to put up some money for it. And I don't think that, I don't think any schools are going to, it's just not worth it. I mean, I don't know. I mean, some people think college is a scam anyway, so I don't know. Who knows? I don't care. The fighters themselves are inspiring figures. I mean, yeah, I want to feel inspired. I want to reach for my best self. Some of the fighters are inspiring. Others, I mean, fighting attracts some interesting characters. I'll just say that. But for the most part, anybody who gets in the cage, I respect them. Not to say that I enjoy them when they're outside the cage. But if you're a sick fighter, I really don't care what you see, think, believe. I don't know. You know what I mean? As long as you're a sick fighter, college can be a scam if you let it. That's what I mean. But yeah, like agriculture, I mean, like John Deere. No, I mean, I don't know. I just don't think it's worth the money to them, you know. But that Vancouver card, they had their skills and trades school. They had it sponsored. So we know it can be done. It doesn't just have to be a singular product. College can be a scam. I just read that, yep. An electric night of fights here. Loved that spot. It was just different. It was different to read it, right? You're like, whoa, okay, that's trade school. Yep. Well, I mean, yeah. You always need plumbers. AI is not going to plumb, right? They're not going to be plumbers. AI isn't taking over plumbing. AI is not going to go weld underground pipes, right? And we out here promoting Wingstop and wiping chicken juice on our sleeve. Ah, DC. DC. Deport Daniel Cormier back to Louisiana. Go back to Popeyes. You 700-pound. Not gonna lie, I almost said monkey, but I don't mean it. I didn't mean it that way. I don't mean it that way. Daniel Cormier. I love Daniel though. I think he's hilarious. Is he the best commentator? No. DC's the best ever. He makes me frown sometimes. Why? Because he's growing 10 pounds every week? He's gaining 10 pounds every week? Is that why? DC could be 700 pounds and I'd still love him, okay? Unranked prospects to buy stock in over on the UFC card, or the UFC weigh-in show. Frankie Edgar's very out of pocket here, I gotta say. Very out of pocket. Not saying I don't like it, but interesting. Unfiltered Frankie Edgar. I love his insights and how he articulates the wrestling aspects of the game. He's an expert. I appreciate him for that. I mean, again, does he have his biases? Does he get caught up in the moment sometimes? Yeah. I don't really listen to the commentary, though, anymore. I gotta be honest. It just becomes kind of subconscious. I'm watching the fight. I'm not really listening to what DC's got to say. What's he saying? I have the weigh-in on mute. I got one ear on the one championship. I got one ear on the UFC. They're just talking about unranked prospects. He's got Jacoby Smith, again, biased there, but, I mean, Jacoby Smith isn't nothing. A little bit overrated. Ateba Gautier, of course. Lorisenko's got Malcolm Wellmaker, Beisinger, Susurkayev, and John Paul Labosiani. Beisinger, I do think, is pretty overrated. Jacoby's fire overrated. I think Malcolm Wellmaker, very dangerous. We're going to have to see. He's the kind of guy that can potentially pose some problems for Merab. The hate is brewing nicely. I think Beisinger is very much overrated. Do I think Eric McConaughey is going to be the guy to stop him? I don't think so. Wellmaker, though, I'm not saying he's going to get there. He's going to have to go through a lot of tough opponents. We haven't seen his wrestling tested. But somebody who's going to beat a Merab, somebody who's going to beat a Pantoja is going to be somebody like Davison Figueiredo, who's got massive power in his hands. Malcolm Wellmaker seems to have some huge power in those hands. Somebody like a Yuri Prohaska, you got to put him out cold to beat him. Only Alex Pereira has proven to do that. Beisinger might be properly overrated. Now, I love Beisinger. I think he's overrated, but I love it. I love it because he's active. He's aggressive. I can't knock him for that. So I can say that he's overrated. I think the hype is a little bit too much, but listen, if you want to be a star in the UFC, you fight often and you get finishes. And that's what he's doing. Right? Gotta respect that. Can't hate on that too much. That's what I love to see. Wellmaker's great on the mic. He has excellent energy. I think so too. He's well-spoken, but he's also on the older side of things. So, like, he's not that young. He needs to get active. He needs to stay fighting. If he gets an early finish here, fuck it. Jump on that December pay-per-view. Jump on the early Paramount pay-per-view. Beisinger presents himself like Formula One. He looks rich. I mean, he had like a $70,000 watch last time out, UFC 319. Trains with Chimaev. I don't dislike Beisinger by any means, but I think he's a little bit overrated. I think he's a little bit full of himself. I mean, I guess these guys, they got to be confident, right? They got to be a little bit delusional. They got to hype themselves up a little bit more than they should. It's what you got to do. Beisinger's proximity to greatness makes me think he's properly rated because he's with Chimaev. I mean, that Chimaev performance was pretty shitty, I got to be honest. Very boring. He's very good. I mean, to hold down Dricus like that, very impressive, but that was one of the worst fights I've seen all year. Beisinger is a touch delusional. It makes me want to hate the shit out of him. I don't hate him. It is what it is. They call me the hater. They call me the pessimist. I love a good landslide. Yeah, but that was the worst fucking shit ever, man. He could have been throwing punches. He could have been trying to submit him, and he just didn't. He's just riding his fucking nuts until the bell. Bullshit. Terrible fight. I like hating on Beisinger because he looks rich. I mean, there's that too. DC is commenting on the lack of American wrestlers coming out and going into fighting because there's not enough money in it. In the NFL and other places, they make so much money that it destroys the Combat Sports Foundation. Now, people are going to say, oh, the UFC needs to pay their fighters more. Oh, the wrestling, they need to pay their fighters more. There's not a foundation. They're not making enough money to make it feasible. The early knockdown here in the one championship fight. Listen, combat sports does not have the same capital. The NFL is way overpaying their players, okay? That's why they're getting them. Nobody should be making that much money to not be on a team. You shouldn't be making millions of dollars to sit on the sidelines of an NFL game. I'm sorry. Wrestlers and jiu-jitsu guys make more money on doing seminars, right? MMA guys too. Do I think that the UFC guys should be making twice as much money as they are? Yeah, I think so. But to give them as much as like millions of dollars to fight on the undercard when you were just fucking smoking crack and ODing on fentanyl 2 years ago, you don't just get to make millions of dollars. You don't just get to do that, okay? It's not the same skill level. You haven't been doing the same shit. You're not as popular. There's no infrastructure. There's not the same infrastructure. The UFC's only been around for 30 years, man. How much money were guys making when football had only been around for 30 years? Overpaying the NFL? In my opinion, yes. He's dead. Knockout. He's done. I was distracted. I caught it. A little bit anticlimactic just the way it played out. Kind of just a glancing shot. Not a massive showcase here, but gets the finish. Early round 1. It's over before it even started. Sabatini looking wide. When does he not? Sabatini's all right, but Chepe Mariscal is a wild fighter, Chepe Mariscal. Might have to change my pick. Don't do it. Did you know that Pat Sabatini was the favorite against Diego Lopez? Had not fought in like 3 years at that point. He was the favorite. I should have bet all my money. If I was a betting man, I would have put all my money on Diego Lopez. I don't know. I'm not picking Sabatini. I don't trust Sabatini over Chep Mariscal. Chep Mariscal is a fucking stud. Nasty. Very hard to put away. Stocky. I don't think Sabatini's going to get the sub on him. It's possible. Sabatini is an absolute jiu-jitsu ace, but stand-up stinks. Stand-up from Sabatini stinks. Aaron Blanchfield coming up to weigh in. Matua's got Mariscal by submission in round 3. I don't know if Chep Mariscal is going to sub Pat Sabatini unless he hurts him first. Maybe he'll hurt him and knock him down, nearly put him away, lock up some kind of a Darce, Anaconda, maybe a rear naked. You sure I should change that pick to Sabatini by decision? I don't think Sabatini's going to win a decision. I think Sabatini could get a submission. I don't think he's winning a decision. Lady Aaron looks very good. She's not bad. I know she doesn't get... Looks like she's holding some water weight. I got it playing on the mini player in the corner. I'm not inspecting Aaron Blanchfield, but Aaron Blanchfield, very underrated on the attractiveness scale for the UFC ladies. And this guy gets a $50,000 bonus. DC drinking coffee after the wings. I mean, you gotta eat the wings to wake yourself up. The coffee's just washing it down, right? DC is absolutely insane. I feel like coffee and greasy wings isn't quite the combination that I would look for, but who knows? Laura literally just said, I feel like DC could just lay on me. Laura Senko. Big time flirt, Laura Senko. She's a bit of a trap artist, I gotta say. Always saying something wild. Laura's a goofball. She's like one of the boys, you know? She's kind of like one of the boys. I feel bad for her husband, I'm not going to lie. Laura's an expert flirt. I like her. I don't mind her. I don't like her on commentary. I do not like her screaming into the mic. Not the kind of thing I want to see when I'm watching some all-out violence. She is one of the fellas. I don't like her on commentary. She's fine. She doesn't do a bad job. I just don't like hearing her voice. I bet her husband is cool. Her husband low-key kind of a cuck, though. DC Bombastic. Frankie Edgar, New Jersey. How is her husband a cuck? She's on TV flirting with other men, bro. I don't care. I find it fun and hilarious, but like, objectively speaking, his wife is up there flirting with fighters and other guys. I mean, come on. We got to let these married women be. You got a ring on the finger for a reason. What are we doing? This is not how we do things. I mean, I don't care. It's fun. I'm not sure I'd want my wife doing that. You know what I mean? DC's married, flirting with other dudes. I mean, yeah, he has gotten in the sauna with other men. Completely naked, stripped down to his underwear. It's one thing to enjoy looking at what you are attracted to in a relationship. It's one thing to look at another person. It's a totally different thing to be completely flirting with them and fawning over them. Glover, Teixeira, and DC literally kissed each other after a fight. I do not remember this. Laura's having fun. She also looks... I mean, yes, I'm not denying that. It makes it more fun. But to say that her husband isn't being a little bit of a cuck here, or she isn't cucking her husband, that's just a fact. That's just what's happening. Now, he seems to be a cool guy because he's letting it slide. I think it's on us as the viewer to not look much into it. I don't care. I don't care. I'm just making comments. You're the one trying to defend it. I don't think you can defend it. I think it's a fact, but I also don't give a shit. Two things can be true at once. What do we want the husband to do? I don't give a fuck. That's what I'm saying. I don't give a fuck, man. Simple Gabe, how many MMA fights left to go? They opened the card, the one championship, with 2. They had 2 MMA bouts to start, 1 kickboxing, and then 6, 7, 8, 9 Muay Thai bouts to close it out. We were on the Sirachok versus Klerob fight. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 left to go. Early morning fights. Shout out Simple Gabe. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well, brother. Friday morning. Hope you're enjoying the fights, man. Hope you're enjoying the fights. We're just talking about the UFC weigh-in show because it's also on. We're waiting to see who else has got to weigh in. Big-time fights over in the UFC. If you're just a one championship enjoyer, Simple Gabe, that's okay, too. That's why we get the fights pulled up. Next one up, we'll get it pulled up. We'll get it pulled up. We got... Klerob and Sirachok. So Sirachok, 22 years old, fighting out of Thailand. His last time out was a loss. Prior to that, 2 Muay Thai wins, 1 by knockout, 1 by split decision. Pretty close there. We take a look at his opponent, Klerob. Last time out, got a big first-round knockout over Muhammad Ali. This guy's beating Muhammad Ali, fellas. He has defeated Muhammad Ali. We got ourselves a legitimate contender here. We got a champion. This guy took down the great and powerful Muhammad Ali. So yes, Simple Gabe. The MMA for today on the One Championship side of things, it's over. But if you're looking for more MMA, we got LFA tonight. We got Cage Warriors tomorrow. We got UFC tomorrow. We got One Championship, 173 tomorrow night, Sunday morning. We got MMA all the rest of the way, but we got to finish this card out with some epic Muay Thai bouts. But One Championship, they always deliver. Here was the finishing sequence. Nice finishing sequence here earlier today. Huge knee. Blood painting the canvas everywhere. Mouthpiece out. Finishes him off right there. TKO. Beautiful finish by the Frenchman. Shout out to Simple Gabe. Jumping in here. Having some fun. Joining us for the fights. We got 5 more fights to close out the afternoon, close out the night, close out the morning. And we got UFC talk going on the entire thing. Excited for LFA tomorrow. I'm curious what time zone you're in. Is LFA tonight or tomorrow? It's Friday or Saturday. Maybe Simple Gabe is across the pond. Yeah, I mean, we can take a look at the LFA card as well. Friday, November 14th at 6 Pacific, 9 Eastern Time. Vinicius, Pires, Artem, Balak, Joe Giannetti, former UFC fighter. Well, wait a minute. Was he actually in the UFC? I believe he was. Mike Trezano. All the way back. Damn, that was 2018, fellas. Eileen Pereira. Alex Pereira's sister. Tonight. Yep, tonight. Alex Pereira's sister will be making her MMA debut, maybe? Nah, she's 35. Yeah, I didn't think this was her debut or anything. Had a couple of bouts in karate combat. Took a break from the MMA. Jumping back into the MMA. 35 years old. She fights mean. Does she have the power of Alex Pereira? Absolutely not, but she does fight pretty damn mean, and I like to see that from the ladies. Usually the ladies don't have that same level of grit, danger, aggressiveness, but she does. Melvin Jovel, 0-0. We'll see what he's got. Edens Charles, somebody to watch out for. I don't know about Ansar Kamzayev. Don't know a lot about Yermakhan. Josh Harvey, he's all right. I've seen him fight before. Gustavo Pintos, not sure I know a lot about him. Jose Ferreira, not sure. We'll just have to tune in and see tonight. Okay. One championship. Next fight up. Round 1 underway. Sirachok versus Klarab. 2 minutes, 50 seconds left to go in the first round. We got 3 3-minute rounds here. More Muay Thai coming at you live. Also keeping an eye on the UFC weigh-in show, seeing what's going on over there. I got Frankie Edgar in one ear. I got Muay Thai in the other. Not sure we've seen Jack Della Maddalena weigh in. If I'm wrong, somebody let me know out there in the chat. Hope you guys are doing well. Friday morning for me. Might be Friday afternoon for some. But simple Gabe, we've also got Cage Warriors tomorrow. UAE Warriors is either this morning or Saturday morning. 1 minute down, 8 to go if needed. Slow pace here. Not a lot going on. Nice left hand by Klarov. Or by Sirachuk, excuse me. Back in the clinch here. Olivia Cost breaks it up. Nice combination there by Klarov. Nice shot. Left to the head, right to the body. I like to see that. Good body work. Nothing wrong with that. We love to see it. Two minutes down. Sirachuk drops Klarov with a straight right hand right down the pipe. Just under a minute. Remember, 3 knockdowns means that he is done. They're throwing heat. Back and forth. Sirachuk hurts him again. He's got him wobbled. He's about to put him down one more time. Let's see if he can do it. 20 seconds. Klarov throwing back. He hurt him. Sirachuk's hurt. It's back and forth now, fellas. They're throwing 1, 2, 3, 4 right after another. They clinch up. A little bit of a break there. 15 seconds left to go. I think they're both going to make it out of this round. 10 seconds can be a long time. They are throwing with everything they got. Somebody's going down. Sirachuk drops Klarov again. He's wobbled. He's hurt. And he's going back to the corner. The bell sounds. We're getting round number 2, fellas. This thing's heating up. Started slow, but it's getting crazy. Woo-wee. That's what we like to see. That's what we like to see. Some all-action fighters throwing down. Getting after it, getting crazy. Dropping like flies. Sirachuk definitely wins it. 2 knockdowns in that round. Bit of a slip there maybe on that second knockdown. Jab to the body, sat him down. I guess it off-balanced him a bit there. All right, Ethan Ewing weighing in for the UFC, of course, taking this thing on 2 days' notice. He last knocked out a man 5 days ago. Huge knockout over in Uriah Faber's promotion. Maybe has the biggest, largest head for a man of his stature that I've ever seen. He'll need it. He'll need it to take those shots off of Malcolm Wellmaker. Jack Della Maddalena, welterweight champion, up to the scale. 2 minutes, 30 seconds left here between Sirachuk and Klarov. Let's see if JDM makes weight. He almost pulled his underwear off in front of the entire crowd. All right, Jack. We're not that crazy. Don't need to see that this early in the morning. All right, 1 minute down here in the second round between Sirachuk and Klarov. A lot of clinching so far in the second round. Round 1, near the end, was getting wild, throwing haymakers back and forth, trying to finish each other with every single strike. Sirachuk throws down Klarov. JDM, he's got the tent around him. Digital scale once again. JDM getting the pants back on. We may enjoy watching half-naked men. I don't enjoy watching fully naked men. So let's get those pants back on. He makes the weight. The new digital scale, as accurate as possible. All right, back to the fights at hand. 1 minute left to go in the second round. Not a lot of action in the second round, but they're getting after it. Still fighting. Klarov lands a nice left hand, crashing in. They're up against the side of the ropes in the clinch. Broken up by Olivier Costier. 42 seconds, 41, 40. Nice right hand by Sirachok. Of course, he had the 2 knockdowns in round number 1. $20 left here. 21, 20, 19 left in the second round. We got 9 minutes of fight here. Just over 3 minutes left to go. Nice right hand on the break for Sirachok. And another. And another. And a left hand to end the round there for Sirachok strong. Alrighty. Round 3 coming up here. Icing the legs, getting them ready to go. We are sprinting right through these fights. They are going quick. Pace is awesome. Just knocking them out. One fight after the next. Round number 3 coming up. I wish I had enough ice to ice my leg. What the hell are you doing, Matua? Going for a 30-mile run this morning? Round 3, they're throwing big haymakers. Missing a lot. Nice knee to the body there by Klarov. Oh, Sirachok getting the better of these exchanges. They're throwing, both of them, back and forth. Matua does 3 miles in the morning. Always good to get those miles in. Running, walking, jogging. I do like to get in as much as I can. 3, 4, 5 miles maybe, depending on what happens. 1.5 to the gym, then 1.5 home. Hey, that's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. Very efficient, taking advantage of the time that you have. Love to hear that. Minute 50. Minute 50 left to go here. 7 minutes down. 1:15 left. Uppercuts in the clinch, absolutely fantastic. That's the way to go. That's the way to fight. You don't want to throw uppercuts blind from distance. Not usually very effective. An easy way to get caught, but in the clinch, very nice. Elbows in the clinch, love it. Klarov not giving up despite some of those early knockdowns. White Trunk is working good up close. Absolutely, absolutely. 1 minute left here. One minute left to go. Klarov probably needs a finish to get the win. Back in the clinch. Slowing down a bit here. I mean, fair play to him. They went all out in that first round looking for a finish. Neither got it. Had to sneeze there. Sidachok looking good from range here. They get back into a little slugfest there to end the round, and that's it. That's it. All right. Another one down, another decision. Even the decisions are very entertaining. How's everybody doing out there? Not sure who's still hanging around. The lurkers, everybody involved. Matua's been active. Gabe was in here earlier. Susu was in here. A couple of guys joined over from Instagram. I've been neglecting the Instagram stream. Yes, it's up. Yes, it's running. But I'll be honest, I haven't been paying attention to it. So apologies there if I'm not looking at your chats over on Instagram. But we're over here. I can see the chats. They're up. They're going. I believe Sidachok's going to get it done. He's got the scarf around the neck. Sidachok gets it done. Oh, Sirachok. My bad. Siri, City, I don't know. Same thing. How we doing out there? Boyos, ladies and gentlemen, whoever's out there, let me know. Let me know how you're doing. Are you watching the fights? Are you lurking in here? What's going on? We got some breaking news for you, some massive news to share. Theo Vaughn has arrived and taken his seat for UFC 322. I know we're just over 24 hours away. Maybe 36 hours away from some good fights at MSG. Theo Vaughn is already in attendance. Shout out to the hardcore fan Theo Vaughn for jumping in there early. Taking his seat, making sure he's all ready to go, completely comfortable, taken care of. We can't forget about 173. One of the most stacked cards that you will ever see come out of the Southeastern Asian promotion. We got big names. Super Bond, Rod Tang, Nong O, Takeru, Marat Grigorian, Anpo, Superlek, Yuki Yoza, Nabil, Stamp, Fairtex, Tyru Tolo in MMA. Giancarlo Badoni making his grappling debut in one. Jake Peacock, the one-armed man. Shinya Aoki, of course. Hiroki Akamoto. Loaded card. Crazy stuff. 7 title fights in the span of 12 hours is going to be pretty freaking wild. We got 5. We had 2 fights fall off the card here. Haggerty, Nabil was going to be a fight. That one fell through. Giancarlo Badoni is dope. He's a good guy. Seems like a cool character. Stamp is on the card, absolutely. I don't know if I'm going to last, boys. I don't know if I can stand it. It's going to be a long 24 hours tomorrow. Might as well just watch these fights and then sleep the rest of the day. Sleep pretty much all of Saturday. Wake up, watch the fights all through the night. Yes, Sunday morning. So they're about 12 hours different. Rafael Lovato Jr. Roberto Lovato. So they're about 12 hours difference from like Eastern time, I believe. I don't know what that time is going to be for me exactly. I think Japan is 12 hours from Eastern time. Now, I don't know what time that means for me, but we can work back. So, let's say it's 12 hours from Eastern time, right? So, 1 a.m. Eastern. 1 a.m. Eastern start time. Backtrack it, Pacific time, that would be 10 p.m. Pacific time. Yeah, Japan is 12 hours ahead. Now, Matua, I don't know where you're at. But I believe Japan is 12 hours either behind or ahead. I think it's 12 hours ahead, 12 hours behind. I don't know. It's 12 a.m. Saturday right now. I'm on the East Coast. 12 a.m.? I'm by Washington, D.C. Cool, shout out. The nation's capital, Matua. I did go to D.C. on a field trip back in the day. I'm not really close to D.C. anymore, though. Somebody will figure out my location eventually. But I don't need to share that. Don't want to get they call it being doxxed or something, were they? Was I there January 6th? It's okay if you were, I think. Nah. Field trip back in like middle school. Years ago. January 6th. Now, I think we went, I don't know, maybe it was January. We weren't back to school until like the 4th. Field trip. Was January 6th where the guys went in the Capitol building? I don't. I think that's what you're talking about. Now it's clicking. Now I got you. He's making fun of me. With the Oakley sunglasses on. I mean, who isn't wearing Oakleys these days? Everybody in the UFC is wearing Oakleys. Sounds like Matua was there on January 6th. Oakley sunglasses were ripping hard January 6th. I don't know what you mean, Matua. I don't know what you mean. Minty Betts, of course, the teleprompter reader herself. Can't even talk for 10 seconds without her teleprompter. She's nice to look at, but beyond that, I don't know what value she really provides to the UFC broadcast, other than eye candy. Deport Minty Betts. Where is she from? I don't mind. You can deport her right to my bedroom, but whatever. Who am I talking shit about? Western Mass. I was just saying. Minty is probably from San Diego. She looks of some sort of Asian descent. But I don't know. Western Mass, we were talking shit on Minty Betts because she can't go without her teleprompter for 10 seconds. She's nice to look at, but she doesn't have much value to add. Is she really a hardcore fan? I don't know. Is she really a betting expert, or is she just eye candy? That's what we're wondering. Baisengar Susurkayev, Jimmy himself, Hamzat Chimaev's training partner. A little bit overhyped, but I think he'll smoke Eric McConaughey. Minty Betts probably can't write in cursive. I'll be honest, I'm not so sure I can write in cursive. Matua, Western, Ralph Fucho's hopping in. Minty, yeah, I don't even find her nice to look at. White chicks for me. I don't discriminate myself, Western Mass. Mincy is party of the gambling industrial complex. Capitan. Two comes. Whoa. Ralph Fucho's here, yep. Beneil Dariush needs the curtains, but he makes weight. Beneil Dariush. I'm a Dariush enjoyer. Now, I know he's had his shortcomings here and there. But I don't hate him. I don't hate him. Sandpet and Pet. Fight's underway. 2 minutes 30 left to go in the first round here. We got three 3-minute rounds. 9 minutes of fighting. Coming up. I think I have Alzheimer's. I'm looking at Bisinger weigh in, and I've thought to myself, is he on this card? Yeah, he is. Eric McConaughey. I believe in Dariush. I mean, if Dariush can outgrapple Moicano and Moicano can destroy Benoit Saint-Denis, maybe he can do it. Dariush also, I do think, is stronger than Moicano, but he's also more susceptible on the feet. I don't know if the chin is quite as good as Moicano's, so we'll see. We'll see. I think Dariush is durable and tough, but I think he's got issues with the chin. He can be dropped and finished, but I do think he's a tough and gritty fighter. Of course, that fight with Drakkar Klose back at UFC 248, February 2020. Banger on the prelims. Crazy finish. That's where all the John Anik and Joe Rogan DC memes come from. Shout out to Dariush and Drakkar Klose. We got a knockdown or a slip of sorts. I just missed it looking out of the corner of my eye. I'm falling behind here, fellas. We got too much to cover. We got too much to cover. Where's my mouse? There it is. We'll go back to the one championship fights. We got 2 minutes down, 1 minute left to go, first round here. $45, $44, $43 here. He's caught the kick. Sandpet returns, catches his kick. Back in the clinch, huge kick right to the thigh. Thudding thigh strike there. Get so used to talking about calf kicks, you forget. You can kick the thigh, fellas. You can bust up that leg. From hip to toe. Round one. That's it. Well, Western, I believe, and Benoit Saint-Denis. I just think that one's going to be a fucking banger. I mean, that's got fight of the night written all over it. There is fight of the night potential in that one. Now, it could be an early finish for Benoit. He could swarm all over Dariush and finish him early, but I think that it's going to be a pretty damn good fight. It's the one fight on the main card that is guaranteed to be violent one way or the other. The rest of them, Islam could lay on Jack for 25 minutes. Shevchenko could lay on Wei Li for 25 minutes. Sean Brady could out-wrestle Michael Morales for 15 minutes. And Leon Edwards could point fight Carlos Prates to a decision victory in 15 minutes. Dariush Benoit is not going to be some slow pace, boring grappling match. Now, maybe I'm jinxing it. Maybe Dariush is just going to take him down and sit on him, but I think that one's going to be the most activity, most guaranteed activity. As for how it will play out and how the others will play out, you like the sound of that. What the fuck, man? I don't want boring fights. I want all action. I want epic chaos, clashes. I watch MMA for the violence. I watch MMA for the danger and the finishing ability and trying to work for finish and trying to do damage. I don't watch this shit to be bored out of my mind. If it was boring, I wouldn't watch it. If it was Khamzat Chimaev versus DDP, I wouldn't watch that shit. Guys like Tony Ferguson, Agents of Chaos, Edson Barboza back in the day. Those are the kind of guys that got me into the sport. Robbie Lawler, Rory McDonald. Some blood and guts warriors. Habib, grabbing guys and smashing them up against the cage. That's the kind of shit that gets you into this sport. Somebody like Conor McGregor, talking shit, trying to finish fights. I like energetic chaos as well. I also really enjoy small details that lead to the chaos. Fair enough, but I don't want to see somebody riding somebody's nuts. I don't want to see somebody point fighting. Ian Gary, for example. Big time point fighter. Leon Edwards, bit of a point fighter. I don't want to watch that. I don't want to watch it. I'd rather watch Shevchenko Wei Li than a boring Leon Edwards point fight decision. I don't know. Yeah, that's probably true. Any other ladies fight, I would say I'd rather watch Leon, but because there's potential for damage. There's potential for danger from Leon. We've seen him explode and get finishes here and there. I kind of want to select Leon Edwards. I don't want him to win. I don't want him to win. He's on the way out. Carlos is on the rise. But it's entirely possible that Leon does outpoint him, slow the pace down, pick apart Carlos Prates from range like Ian Gary did. I really hope not, but it's possible. Don't rule it out. Don't rule it out. 10 seconds left here in the second round. Bit of a back and forth battle here. Bit of a chess match. A little bit slower pace here in the clinch between these fellas. Watch Carlos shoot a takedown or attempt one. I highly doubt it. If anybody's going to, it's Leon, although he said that he's not going to. And he seems like a trustworthy guy, seems like a pretty matter-of-fact guy. I doubt that he shoots a takedown unless he's in danger. It would be smart to shoot on Prates, but I don't think he's going to. I don't think he's going to. Leon shoots from out of the gate from 30 feet away. Eesh. Probably not the move. Probably not the move. He might be that scared, though. He might be that scared of Prates. Leon Edwards is going to shoot from the logo, Steph Curry style. Final round here. 3 minutes left to go out of 9. Back in the clinch. Again. Kind of a slower paced fight here. Has not been the most entertaining, but it's all right. Even the worst fight on this card is going to be better than most UFC cards. Most UFC fights in terms of all action potential. Now, is it as interesting as the mixing of the martial arts, the ground game, the jiu-jitsu, the wrestling, the judo paired with the striking? In my opinion, sometimes no, but if you just want blood and guts, all-out action, 4-ounce Muay Thai is for you, fellas. Bit of a trip there. Both guys go crashing to the canvas. Carlos Prates says that he trains 3 times a day and that the cardio won't be an issue. Now again, the Ian Gary fight. Got outpointed, outstruck for 4 rounds, comes back at the end of the 4th, finishes the 5th round very strong. I don't think the guy's got serious cardio issues, so. And Leon Edwards is not going to be the kind of guy to put a massive pace on the guys. All right, the guys that Leon is fighting they're not getting pressured, they're not getting outpaced or outworked. Leon has a very slow, steady, methodical point fighting style of pace. So this is not going to be the fight which Prates' cardio is being tested. Prates got fresh out the plastic teeth. Oh, he does have the chompers, doesn't he? He's got the chiclets. He's got the Yanni the Greek. All of Prates' teeth are 2 front teeth. Shout out Dustin Poirier. His looked the worst, I'm not going to lie. It took me... Dustin Poiriers are so bad and so noticeable. I immediately thought something was off. Carlos Prates, on the other hand, his did take me a second to realize what's going on. He's got a mouthful of 2 front teeth. Poirier got 1 flat tooth. That's what it looked like. It looked pretty stupid. I mean, they all look stupid. I don't know why they're doing that. Maybe he can pull him out. Maybe he can take him out. I mean, why wear those in the fight? Prates ain't bad, actually. I'm just hating. They look like well-shaped. They don't look like rectangles just slotted into place, but he's definitely got fake teeth. He's got the chiclets. He's got the covers. I don't know. The veneers. The veneers, that's the word I'm looking for. Poirier looks like he had a mouthpiece in. Yes. Sandpet gets the win. 3 fights left to go here. Bit of a chess match there. Bit of a slower pace. More clinching than I would have liked to seen, but it's all right. It wasn't even a bad fight. I'm talking like it was a bad fight. It really wasn't even a bad fight. Still talking to Prates. DC better mention his new teeth. I mean, I'd call him out for it. Why are you getting new teeth if you're going to go in there and fight and potentially get them knocked the fuck out of your mouth? It's like the guys that get the surgery on the broken nose. Like, what are you doing? You're getting punched in the face for a living. Why? Why get fake teeth? Why not wait until after fighting? I mean, Dustin's looked terrible, but at least he waited. At least he waited till after he was done fighting. Maybe you can remove them. Maybe you can pull down the veneers. I'm not sure how it works exactly. But let's see. Let's jump on. This is crazy. Size discrepancy. Crazy. I hope Lorosenko mentions his teeth. I don't think so. Nobody's going to say it. They don't have the balls to say it. I would say it. I would ask him. I got no fear. There's no consequences here. I feel like I can be an adult. You can be critical of people and them not punch you in the face. Same size of discrepancy with Leon Edwards. Listen, Sean Brady does not have the most entertaining style, but he's an absolute fucking gorilla in there. Gets after it in the grappling. And this guy easily could have been sitting out waiting for a title shot after a huge win over Leon Edwards. Instead, he's taking a number one contender fight-ish with a huge up-and-comer, Michael Morales. If Sean Brady isn't one of your favorite fighters just for the mentality of, I'm going to confirm the fact that I'm the number one contender. I'm going to make myself the number one contender. I'm going to cement myself here. I'm going to leave no doubt who should be fighting for the title next. I'm going to fight everybody I need to before I even get my shot at the belt. I'm going to stay active. I'm going to fight whoever the fuck they line up for me because I need to fight to earn money for my family. I need to fight to earn my title shot no matter what. If it's not coming, I'll take down the next guy. That's the type of shit that I love to see. That's the type of shit that I love to hear. Sean Brady becoming one of my favorite fighters. Fight style aside, that might not be your favorite, but the mentality, the readiness, the gameness that Sean Brady brings to the octagon and to the fight game, more people need to pay attention to what this guy's doing. Guys like Alex Pereira, who fought multiple times in 1 year, 4 times, 3 times in 1 year. Diego Lopez taking fights on short notice, taking huge jumps up the rankings, winning fights. You don't have to win every fight to be a star, but you need to be active and you need to hunt for finishes if you want to be a big star in the UFC. People notice when you're on every other pay-per-view, people pick up on that shit. People notice. Anyway, that's my rant of the day. Sean Brady, more people need to operate like this man. More people need to follow in his footsteps. Oi, boy. What's going on out there? How's everybody doing? Everybody still hanging in there? Lurkers? Having a good time here? We got 3 more fights lined up. Riti Det will be taking part in this one here. Weigh-ins are nearly over. Not sure who we have left to weigh in. Shavkat JDM going back and forth on Twitter a bit this morning. Maybe last night. DC a few moments ago said that he would beat up on Jailton Almeida right now, today. I'm not lying. He did just say this. DC could step into the heavyweight division and beat up on Jailton Almeida. I don't know, DC. I don't know, buddy. He was a bit exhausted after grappling with Khabib the other day. Shout out Anatomy of the Fighter. He was dead tired after 12 minutes of grappling with Khabib. Jailton's a little bit bigger than Khabib. A little bit more physical. Probably a little stronger. I don't know, DC. I don't know. DC gets subbed immediately by Jailton. I don't know. DC's so round at this point, so heavy, so hard to move around at this point. He might just accidentally fall right on top of Jailton and break his ribs. Walter Walker beats DC. I don't know. We're going to have to see. Walter's been subbing a lot of less than average opponents. Spivak, I don't know. You give DC a good training camp, I have my doubts. Jelton's going to be a tough one in my mind. Walter Walker, I'm not sure. I need to see him face somebody of actual substance. And Spivak. Maybe Spivak will do it. But DC's got way better hands than Spivak. You give DC a good training camp, he will come out of it a better pizza eater. He will also come out of it 722 pounds. I mean, he's closing in on 600 pounds as we speak. The big round ball, Daniel Cormier. Why are we who's just now figuring out that Jack Della Maddalena's actual name is Giacomo? Bro literally goes by Don Giacomo. Like, we've literally been calling him that for years. Don Giacomo. Who's just now figuring this out? Who's late to the party? Who's late to this train? Riti Det in the red corner. Dana White's partnered pizzeria, Prince Street Pizza. Now, Ante Delia, as a smaller heavyweight on the similar, size and scale as DC, of course, has more height, a little bit longer, obviously, but similar weight. 230, 240, right, as a heavyweight, or DC should have been. Ante's got good hands. That's in Soho. Matua knows New York very well. Rich pizza. It looks good. Not something I could probably afford. If it's for rich people, I ain't affording it. You should see the setup we have here, fellas. We're running this shit off a laptop and a fucking monitor. You should have partnered with a place in Harlem or Brooklyn. It does look really good. It does. All right, we're a minute into this thing. Karimi versus Riti Det. The Thai versus the, I don't know what flag that is, let's be honest. Soho is a very fancy area. I did not know that. I'm unfamiliar with New York. Not a well-traveled American, am I? How many slices y'all think DC's going to eat? Oh, he's going to eat the whole damn thing by himself. They ordered 2. Obviously, 1 for DC, and... Dude, he's flicking trash all over the place. He just cracked a beer and then threw the cap. All right, sorry. We got to get back to the fights. DC's so crazy, I can't stop looking at him. He's literally growing. He's like the fucking blueberry girl from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. All right, 1.5 minutes left to go here. Karimi caught the kick there. Spun Riti Det around. Some push kicks from Riti Det. Travel the country. I'm a hater. I'm a pessimist. Why travel? A little bit dangerous out in the world. You never know what happens. You never know. Got to visit the national parks. Yeah, I mean, that's me, man. Why travel outside the country when you could just travel somewhere within the United States? The United States is a very diverse place. Looks like ground beef. Yeah, it was all chunky. I don't know. I'm watching the fight. 45 seconds left to go in the first round. Third fight from the top. DC is literally covered in grease. Literally covered his shirt in grease. It's so disgusting, so distracting. I can't even... Oh, big elbows exchanged by both fellas. End of round one. Prince Street Pizza. Shout out. Dana White's favorite pizza. Dirty ass sleeves. He should have worn no shirt while eating. Yeah, I mean, he might as well just wiped it off on his fucking saggy titties, right? Just grab one and wipe it all over his fucking mouth, you know? Gluttonous ass. We make fun of DC, but I do love him. We make fun of him. We trash him, but we love him. He makes fun of everybody else, so you know what? We're going to make fun of him. He bullies everybody else because he was the heavyweight champ. The commentators should weigh in after the show. They should weigh in before and after. You know how many beers they're putting down and how many pizzas and wings they're putting down? DC's easily put on 30 or 40 pounds in about 3 hours. Second round underway. Second meal within an hour. Karimi catches the kick. Tries to throw a kick himself. Doesn't quite land. Retweet, nice high guard. I'm surprised Frankie Edgar hasn't thrown up. Frankie's having the time of his life. He's cracking another cold one. That might be his 6th or 7th at this point. Frankie Edgar absolutely destroyed those beers. Just running right through them. Where's the Modelo's? That's my question. Those jeans look good on Laura. I haven't been looking, but maybe I should. 2 minutes here, round 2. Retidet, Karimi. That's the old belt. Is it the old belt? Probably is. You a Modelo, dude? I don't drink. I don't partake. I don't have enough money to pay for that shit, dude. I don't have enough money to be throwing around at cigarettes and alcohol. If I did, maybe, but I don't really enjoy it, and I don't want to pay for it. So out of necessity and the lack of desire. So there's two things going. If somebody offered me something, I might, but I don't partake. I don't partake. Oh, here's Bo Nickel and Zhang Wei Li talking about how they sleep, how they need to sleep at night, and the new sponsor. One minute here. Karimi Retidet. Retidet, nice combination. Karimi throws back with some huge overhands that miss. Retidet, great head movement, avoids that kick like the Matrix. Leaning all the way back. Karimi's thigh is absolutely ravaged. Savaged. I don't even know. I can't find the right word for it. He's got a really beat up right thigh. Busted up. Bruised. Trying to catch those kicks and throw some bombs, but he's not landing. I knew they weren't talking about sleep without a sponsor. Eric McConaughey's up. Soft-spoken Not sure if he's really UFC level opponent here for Jimmy Susurkayev. What I will say is I could barely understand a word this man was saying. All his words were just running together as one long word. .6. Eric McConaughey, can he fraud check by Singer Susurkayev? I don't think so. Some people do. I question their motive, but apparently they think he might do it. I don't think so. Round 3's underway. Ritidet versus Karimi. 3 minutes to take the victory. Good fight. It's been a good back and forth. It's a well-matched fight. Oh, big elbow by Ritidet. I believe he just cut him open. Karimi's been sliced open here. Ritidet just comes in there and slices open the forehead. We got a fucking 3-inch hole in the middle of Karimi's forehead. Holy shit. Not as much blood as the one earlier, but there's a pretty solid little nugget taken out of the head of Karimi. Holy moly. Shout out to this dude for just hanging in there. 1 minute down, 2 to go. Ritidet looking for the finish here. He's on a warpath. Massive elbow to open up round 3. Another elbow by Ritidet in the clinch. Love to see that. That is a massive, massive nugget missing from the forehead of Karimi. They're going to get the doctor to check it out. Fuck it, I might go Eric McConaughey. I mean, if you're a betting man on the underdog, I mean, you might as well just slip him $5 if he's a, what is he, plus 1,000 underdog or something. Maybe you'll win a big boatload of money for betting very little on it. Just because they look like they're in shape doesn't mean they're a good fighter, though. Shout out to Karimi. He's got a giant chunk taken out of his head, and he's still marching forward. Ritidet, nice head kick there. Karimi kind of rolls through it. Just a little bit, slightly. Turns the head off in the right direction there. Great shape equals excellent fighter. I mean, Derek Lewis would say otherwise. One minute left to go. Karimi's got a big old chunk taken out of his forehead, but still coming forward, throwing bombs. Ritidet getting a little tired here. Might have spent too much energy early in the 3rd round. Tries for another elbow there. $20 seconds left. Watch out. You never know. You never know with this stuff. Could be a finish here late in the round. Nice combination by Karimi there to finish out the 3rd round. They're still throwing. Woo! Nice finish for both those fellas. Derek Lewis ain't excellent. I mean, he's all right. Derek has one offensive weapon. I mean, he's got two. He's got two. 1, 2. Most impactful women in UFC history. Ronda Rousey, Chris Cyborg, Gina Carano, Amanda Nunes, Miesha Tate. Holly Holm. What the fuck did Miesha Tate do? What the fuck did Miesha Tate do? I mean, I know she has the win over Holly, right, for the belt, but she wandered around and got a submission. She got her face punched off. Ooh, Joanna. I think Ronda and Chris Cyborg 1 and 2. Absolutely. No argument there from me. Gina Carano, you can throw on there as well. Number 3 is high for Gina Carano. I would say Holly Holm probably sits in about 4. Joanna probably at 3. Not going to lie. Valentina. It's actually tough, man. 4 languages. She probably speaks more than that. All right. If we got to get critical here, 3 is high for Gina. I think 5 at best for Gina, but I got to go. Here's mine. And again, I'm a women's MMA hater. Most of these ladies can't fight. These ladies on this top 5 are pretty much the only ones I actually could stand to watch. Ronda, even though she was fighting soccer moms, now they ended up developing into decent fighters. Kat Zingano. What's her face? PFL 125. What's her face? The older military chick. I don't remember her name. Anyway. All right, Ronda's probably number 1. Chris Cyborg's number 2. Amanda's probably 3. Valentina, Joanna, Holly Holm could be 3 through 5/6. I don't know. I don't really care, though, to be honest. I find those lists pretty meaningless. That's the casual fans can enjoy those lists. They're kind of bullshit. I don't think Zhang Wei Li has really done much. Liz Carmouche, that's what I'm looking for. Dude, her fucking knockout in the PFL, shout out to Liz Carmouche. That's somebody who's just hung around in the fucking game. That's how you know women's MMA is fucking trash. When a 40-year-old can go out there and flatline your ass. Somebody who just stays in the gym, somebody who just works hard, who isn't a physical monster, who just works hard. That's Liz Carmouche, man. Shout out to her. Great knockout to get the $500,000 or the $1 million or whatever it was. Shout out Liz Carmouche. Not that I'm going to tune in to watch her fights, but I can appreciate what she's doing. At her age, running over these girls. Psh. DC does not have Chris Cyborg in his top 5 most impactful women in MMA history. You fucking idiot. You fucking idiot. She could arguably be number 1 over Ronda. Ronda brought the most eyes, but Chris Cyborg legitimized women's MMA. She wasn't just fighting soccer moms the entire time. Now, I know she lost to Amanda Nunes, but for Chris Cyborg to be doing this for as long as she has, one of the best female martial artists to ever do it, no doubt. Arguably number 1. DC's letting cholesterol get to his brain? I think so. I think he shot himself with a vial full of cholesterol right to the brainstem. How the fuck does Frankie Kayla Harrison, are you fucking kidding me, you retard? MMA fighters are the worst fucking analysts. They are the worst fucking... They might be able to commentate, but they don't follow this sport like we do. Kayla Harrison is the 4th most impactful woman in MMA history. Are you fucking kidding me? They're probably considering the steroids that Cyborg got popped for. I don't give a shit. It's not best or whatever. It's most impactful. Matua, exactly. I love watching Kayla Harrison. She's one of the only women's fighters that I can stand to watch. You're 100% correct. But impact? Fuck off, dude. PFL champion? Get the fuck out of here. Who the fuck is Frankie Edgar? These fighters do not follow this sport. They commentate, they analyze, but they cannot cover this sport in the way that the fans can. They don't care about this sport the same way that we do. They don't care about fighters the same way we do. I don't know, Matua. You're still out there. Like, listen. I love Demetrius Johnson. I'm probably wearing a Demetrius Johnson t-shirt right now. I love Alex Volkanovski. I love Max Holloway. But when I turn on their YouTube channels and their breakdown of UFC 322, it sounds more basic than my dumbass breaking it down. And these are professional fighters that fight for a living. I've taken my fair share of free trial classes at the Taekwondo gym down the road. But I can give some better analysis than they can. They don't know anything about the fighters. It's like they're fucking stupid. I love them to death. But it's like they don't know what they're looking at. Chinese Tracy is up. Where's the top-down view for this one? She looks rough. Damn it. She put her you can't tell me that bitch in Chinese. I don't know. I think it's just the eyes. I don't know. It's probably her lashes. She doesn't even have the eyes, man. I don't know. She does kind of look a little Asian. But whatever. Whatever. She's nice to look at. She's got a little bit of the alien eyes going on. Very wide set of eyes. Most anticipated. What are we talking about women's MMA for? What's the big deal, fellas? Frankie's Valentina versus Amanda. Oh, did she move up or move down? He doesn't even know. I respect the hell out of Frankie Edgar as a fighter, but as a fight analyst, dog shit. Dustin Poirier, same thing. Love him. Sick fighter. One of my favorites. He don't know how to analyze fights. Ronda versus Holly Holm. All right, co-main event going down. We have Saint versus Valeri Strungari. This guy's got a hell of a haircut. Valeri has got maybe the best haircut I've seen since I don't know. Might be the best haircut ever. Saint versus Valeri. Dean Thomas had this show where you sat with Dustin Poirier and they watched a few of Dustin's fights. It was kind of awesome to listen to the fighters' thoughts about their own fights. Now that I can listen to, but when they're commentating on the state of MMA and all that shit, analysis in that way, I agree. I think it's cool. I think it's great. That stuff's fine. But when they start talking about like the news and the big topics of the day or the week or the month, they sound like absolute fucking idiots. He went to the salon for that cut. Oh, you know it. But yeah, these fighters, when they have to talk about other fights, or the fight game, or the news, or the hot topics of the day, or the current events, whatever you want to call it, They are stupid. Like, they don't watch fights. They don't know what's going on. They don't care. They're not interested. I don't blame them. I mean, it's not their prerogative to pay attention to all these fights, but I don't appreciate the UFC pushing for these fighters to be involved in that kind of shit. Like, I feel like there's many people out there that can do a much better job of covering the sport on the desk, breaking down the news and current events of the day than these fighters do, and can, because they don't care about it. They don't watch it. It's like me. When I go to work, I don't want to keep learning about work when I get home. I don't want to keep studying for work when I get home. When I come home in my free time, I cover the fights. I talk about the fights. If this was my job, I'd probably find something else to do in my free time. You know what I'm saying? Minute in here. Some flashy stuff being thrown. Not a lot of damage being doled out, but a lot of flashy kicks, a lot of flashy punches. Sanit. Big elbow there. Valeri with a nice knee to the body there. Oh, big kick by Sanit. I don't know how he didn't drop Strungari there. That one landed. Had the hair flowing. Strungari, debutant apparently. 30 seconds left in the first round. 9 minutes of fighting here. 3 3-minute rounds, of course. He likes to get aggressive. Oh! Bit of a slip there by Sanit. 20 seconds left in the first round. Oh, shit! Valeri drops Sanit with a big right hand. Massive hook puts him down. Looks like he'll escape the round right at the end of the first round. Steals the round away. No question there who won it. Strungari pulls out round one. Huge knockdown to end the round. Woo! You guys let me know what's going on out there. Let me know how you're feeling about these fights. What you're looking forward to best or most this weekend. UFC 173. We got UAE Warriors as well. We got Cage Warriors. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Do the whole thing here so we can get this thing spreaded. Get more viewers in here. Get the live chat pumping and going. Matua's been active. I don't know what happened to Gabe. I don't know what happened to Susu. I don't know what happened to Western Mass, but Matua and I have been hanging out, having a good time. Appreciate him. Appreciate everybody, even the lurkers out there. Appreciate you all. We've been up on Instagram as well. Not sure what's going on over there. They're probably watching the fights on YouTube. Why jump over here when you can watch the fights live and free on YouTube? Nice spinning elbow by Strungari there as well. 2.5 minutes left in the second round. Strungari throwing huge elbows. Avoids the kick there like the Matrix once again. 215, 214. I think Strungari's doing better damage here. Going to the body, ripping shots to the body. Knees in the clinch here by both guys exchanged. Sanit doing really good with these knees to the body, looking dangerous, looking sharp. Thudding knees to the body, really sticking it right in the gut. Elbow on the break by Strungari there. spinning attempt there by Strungari to get out of the clinch. They were clinching for quite a while there. Sanit looking a bit slow here. Threw a nice kick to the body, back in the clinch. He might be wearing himself out. Strungari, he's throwing a lot of spinning stuff, but looks to be the better fighter here, potentially. Sanit more physical, bigger, stronger potentially, but Strungari looking better from a cardio perspective. Spinning elbow there by Sanit lands. Not a lot of force behind it, not a lot of speed behind it either. Looking a bit exhausted here. Not sure if he can survive throughout the rest of this fight. We'll have to see, but 30 seconds left to go in the second round here. Strungari attacking Sanit. See what he can do here. Back in the clinch. It's been a bit slower down the stretch here in the second round. That's it. Round 2 in the books. Strungari probably took that one as well, but Sanit's looking pretty damn tired. Closer round for sure, but Strungari stole that first round with that huge knockdown to end it. I liked the knees in the clinch here by Sanit. Maybe that got him the round. Maybe that scored heavily on the judges' scorecards, right? Maybe that was rated pretty highly. Tracy Cortez is the great-granddaughter of General So. Tracy Cheswan Cortez. Round 3. Can Sanit survive? Strungari 2-0. Those knees to the body from Sanit were probably the most impactful strikes. Did he get enough off to sway the judges' scorecards in round 2? I don't know. 3 minutes left here. Strungari falls down, but I think he slipped or was caught off balance by a strike. He looks fine, looks comfortable in there, regardless of the slip, the knockdown. Back in the clinch here, 2 minutes 15. 2:15 left to go in the co-main event. Looking like another decision. Not been the craziest morning of fights here tonight, fellas. Tonight for them, afternoon, morning for us, maybe, whatever you're at, wherever you're at. But I will say they've been some good battles, some good wars back and forth, some nice moments, but not a lot of craziness. Nothing insane. No back and forth brawls where one guy gets dropped and the other guy gets dropped and somebody's got to come back. And it's just been kind of some good chess matches, some good little checkers battles. Nice spinning elbow by Sanit there, but he just doesn't have the energy to really throw heavy and hard. Picks up the kick of Sanit and drops him, dunks him over. And he's smashing Sanit. Huge drop down by Strungari, throwing massive left hands, puts down Sanit, and that's it. Referee waves it off. Strungari gets it done. Catches the kick, throws down Sanit, lets him up, catches the kick again, throws some massive left hooks, hurts Sanit and puts him away. Sanit's down and out for the count. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Puts him down, puts him away. That's it. The hair kick, or the haircut, was good luck. The haircut gets it done. The good luck charm. Crouching Tiger, hidden Cortez. Great movies, by the way. Great movies, by the way. Sunny, totally lost on the ground, has no idea where he is. Poor guy gets put away. Just when I was saying the fights hadn't been super crazy, we got a nice little finish there. Strungari got the nice landing strip starting from the top of his chest. He has a really, really solid line of chest hair going from chest down to his belly button there. But I gotta say, the haircut on top of the dome, that's the cut of all time. Main event up next. We got the double translator here. UFC's over here playing heads up the card game. That'll do it. It's in the books. Valeri. It looks like you in a room filled with xenomorphs. I don't think so. It's just a black curtain. Looks like your room is covered in carbon fiber. Just a black curtain. Just a black curtain, that's it. All right. Let's see what's going on out there in the world of MMA. In case you were curious, it's Chonko, not John Pork. But you know what? I don't care. It's John Pork. The king has returned. The return of the king, John Pork. Both translators. Not bad to look at. I'm looking at it in like 144p. Looking at it in 16-bit. But I'm sure they look nice. I've seen them before. They're not too bad. Imagine Ethan Ewing pulls it off and beats Malcolm Wellmaker, considering that his Tapology picture is a very bizarre selfie. Why do they call him that? John Pork or Chonko? Well, Chonko must translate to something. I'm not sure what the translation is. Islam Makhachev was hanging out with Demetrius Johnson and they were training or doing something. They were on video. And he said, Demetrius, I got to introduce you to my friend. This is my friend, Chonko. And it sounded like John Pork. So he's like, here's my friend, John Pork. Right? But he's saying Chonko. But of course his English isn't perfect. So he's trying to say Chonko. Instead, it kind of sounds like John Pork, Jonko, John Pork, like you could mix it up there. And the meme, John Pork, is some like AI or I don't know what John Pork is exactly, but he originates from somewhere. John Pork is just this big meme character that the kids throw around. This is John Pork. Yeah, that Tapology picture was probably taken within a jail cell or something like that. I don't know. A little bit creepy, a little bit weird. But you know what? That is the definition of combat sports right there. If you look up combat sports in the dictionary, you're going to see stuff like that. John Pork. Oh, yeah. John Pork. Speaking of John Pork, listen to the crowd. If you can hear it, listen to this crowd. They went absolutely insane for John Pork. Chonko, Chonko, John Pork. John Pork, you know? Guys getting more applause than Islam Makhachev and Jack Della Maddalena in the main event. They're going crazier for John Pork. Magomed Zainukov. Legend, superstar in the making, organic character building, organic star building. The memes have arrived, and they are awesome. All right, what's going on out there? You guys let me know how it's going. Number 2 ranked flyweight contender Natalia Silva in New York City is to watch the co-main event. Sorry, fellas, getting distracted. Between Valentina Shevchenko and Zhang Weili, should she be next for the winner? I mean, yes. Who doesn't want to see more of this lady? Who doesn't want to see more of her, you know? All right. I'm taking her away. I'm taking her away. We got to move along. We got to move along. As much as it pains me. As much as it pains me. The main event, Pompet versus Gregor Tom. The Thai versus the Scot. We still got time. We can indulge a little bit. We can look. We spend a lot of time watching half-naked men throw down in the cage. I think we can enjoy this for just a second. Times Square, beautiful view. What more could you ask for? This guy's got some mad tattoos, Gregor Tom. All right, who we thinking for this main event? Pompet or Gregor Tom? The Scot or the Thai? Who's going to take it? Flyweight Muay Thai. We got a big one here, fellas. Big time matchup. Not sure I know too much about either of them. I did know Riti Det. These guys I'm not as familiar with, but does it really matter? Pompet, 27 years old, 5'6", fighting out of Thailand. Pompet PK Saenchai has become one of the sought-after rising Muay Thai stars today, captivating audience with his electrifying performances that promise excitement with every bout. The Thai athlete bolstered his promising reputation as he directed his path to one championship in 2023. Under the spotlight of the weekly One Friday fight series, Pompet is consistently demonstrating that his world-class striking, delivering impressive victories one after the next. As Pompet continues to garner attention and acclaim, he stands on the precipice of securing this significant milestone in his career, six-figure contract with the world's largest mixed martial arts promotion. I mean, not a lot of wins. 3 wins, 3 losses. I mean, 2, 4, 5, 6. 6 wins. 4 losses. Yeah, so-so. But he's active. He's always fighting. September, August, June. I like to see that. I like to see that. Meanwhile, his opponent, Gregor Tom, 25 years old, 5'9", fighting out of Scotland, of course, has one fight under the One Championship banner up against Taku Kondo. First round finish. Very nice. Nearly underway here. Of course, they're both jumping in the ring here. We'll wait and see. Hopefully this one is a good one. Of course, we got 3 3-minute rounds. Flyweight Muay Thai. Big time matchup here. Hopefully there's some chaos. Hopefully there's some danger here. Before this gets kicked off, I mean, we gotta really inspect this, make sure everybody made weight. We're all good to go. Looks good to me, fellas. Looks good to me. I don't know. You guys let me know. You guys let me know. Just getting a closer look, making sure the weight is all good. You know, I'm looking at the scale, making sure everything's cool. Looks good to me. Looks good to me. Pompet versus Gregor Tom. Main event time. Main event time. Getting ready for the main event. Reading the names out right now. All right, fight's about to be underway. Get your clocks running, fellas. About to start this one. Main event here. I got white trunks. Gregor Tom. The Scot versus the Thai. All right, Gregor immediately on the pressure here. Pompet. He's got that traditional Muay Thai stance. He's got the leg pumping up and down. Tom. Gregor Tom. Right on the pressure here. I suspect the 4-ounce gloves will play a big factor in this one. Damn, he just took a mean left hook to the dome. You might be ahead of me. Unless I just missed it. I was looking away. Battling in the clinch here. Some knees to the body being thrown by both guys. Gregor Tom looks to be getting the better of this exchange from the clinch. Scottish Muay Thai. Shout out Nico Carrillo. Got a big win last week. Already working to tear up the legs of Pompet. Pompet not very active, not doing a whole lot. There's a kick to the thigh from Pompet. Tom returns with a calf kick. Tries to catch the kick here. He's wading in, looking to get on the inside. Nice high guard. Back in the clinch here. Bit of a slower pace so far. 115, 114, 113 left to go in the first round. 3 3-minute rounds. Olivier Coste warning them, telling him to get after it. Let's pick up the action. Let's fight. We're in the cage. We're in the ring. Time to fight, fellas. This is what you're getting paid to do. Not been a bad fight. Don't get me wrong, but just a bit of a slower pace, a little bit more methodical, a little bit more clinching than we would like to see. But as we've seen already today, it can be a clinch fest until all hell breaks loose. Nice combination exchange by both men. Tom starts well. Pompet finishes. Ooh, big right hand landed by Tom. 20 seconds left in the first round. Bit even after one here. Pretty close round. Not a lot done on either side of things, but both very calm. They look ready to go. Let's look at the replays. Nice elbow by Gregor. Head kick narrowly misses. I mean, it lands, but it doesn't really land with authority. All right, round two, here we go. Round two, here we go. Gregor immediately takes control of the ring, pressuring Pompet up against the side of the ropes. I mean, this is just not a good look for him. There we go, catches the kick, puts him down with a right hand, sits him to his butt. Kind of a flash knockdown. He's immediately back up. Pompet throwing elbows back out of the clinch here. Gregor's just on the attack immediately. Uppercuts, left hook. Woo! Pompet eating some big shots. Right head kick. Maybe it wasn't a knockdown, but it was kind of a flash drop. Maybe he tripped, maybe he slipped. But he got floored by a right hand that definitely pushed him off balance into the ropes. Pompet's throwing back. He's not giving up yet. Gregor might get drawn into a brawl here. Back in the clinch, 1 minute down. 5 minutes left in this fight, fellas. 5 minutes left in this fight. 2 in the round. Oh, Pompet comes back, puts him down with a right hand. Gregor's back up. Gregor Tom is back up. Big knockdown there by Pompet. It might be one knockdown apiece here. Pompet now on the pressure here. He's got Gregor up in the corner here. Now Gregor escapes. Nice footwork there to get out of the corner. But Pompet is on the attack. He's on the pressure here. Snapping back the neck and the head of Gregor Tom. Might be getting the better of him here. He wasn't looking good early, but now he's on the attack. Hunting him down, walking him down. Nice. The right hands are landing for Pompet. Bit of a comeback here so far being mounted. Another right hand lands for Pompet. Another one puts him down a second time. Gregor Tom's looking out into the crowd. He looks lost. He looks gone. Stumbling around. He's got a few more seconds to gather himself. Mouthpiece back in. Hands up. Ready to go. Can he come back now? He's down. That's 2 knockdowns. And Pompet's got another full minute to work here. Elbows. Pompet just looking lethal. I mean, he's breaking this guy. And that's it. He puts him down again with another right hand. The right hands were landing beautifully and perfectly on time and often. Round number 2. Pompet gets dropped, comes back. Easy work with the right hands. Finally finds the range. Puts down Gregor Tom, puts him away. The Thai wins the day. He closes out Lumpinee Stadium on a huge win for the Thais. Can't let him take over. This was not the Scottish takeover. Pompet gets dropped early in the round and comes back. 3 knockdowns to close the show. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Wonderful main event. It was the same thing. Left hook, right hand. Left hook, right hand. Drops him multiple times. Puts him away. Easy does it. Gregor Tom, he was lost. That second knockdown, you knew it was probably over there. Hoping for a comeback, but it couldn't quite mount it. Pompet, he gets the comeback. He gets dropped and he fights back. Knocks the mouthpiece out and everything. They're taking Gregor Tom straight to the hospital. He ain't even standing there for the decision. Easy win. That's going to be a big bonus for that fella. Maybe even a contract despite going 6-4, but you know what? That's all right. Pompet gets it done. Well done to him. Shout out. Pompet wins the day. We had a couple of great finishes on the card. 2 huge MMA finishes to get the night started, get the morning started. We had a couple back and forth battles, some chess matches, a couple of great finishes in this one. Valeri Strungari gets a finish. Pompet gets a finish to close out the show. The rest was so-so, not the best one championship Friday fight card, excuse me. But listen, none of these are terrible by any means. Fantastic stuff, as always, every Friday. We're here, we're live, we're having fun. Let's see what we got going on. That's 1 down and 1 to go for 1 championship this weekend, of course. Massive card, 5 title fights, lots of superstars throughout the entirety of the card. Shinya Aoki, Stamp Fairtex, Nabil Anand, Superlek, Takeru, Rukia, and Po, Christian Lee, Rod Teng's on the card with Nong O, Superbon. What more could you ask for? Sunday morning, Saturday night, this is a loaded card. We're going to go from UFC 322 right into this one. UFC 322, absolutely loaded card. We got LFA tonight, later on tonight. Excited for that one. Can't wait for that one. Got lots of fights to look forward to. How many fights was that? 12 or 13, maybe 14 fights. Of course, UFC 322 goes down tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow night. Can't wait for that one. Probably the biggest, most meaningful card of the night, or of the weekend. But damn, you can't discount this 173 card. It's going to be massive, going to be huge, going to be awesome. 1 fight card down, many to go. What the fuck are they doing with Lorosenko? Clip farming. She's got a lot of experience shoving things in her mouth, it was what it looks like. She's got some serious experience with that. Ate an entire piece of cake or pie. I've never seen anything like that. UFC. They're clip farming. Thirst trapping. Lorosenko might be there. I don't know. Anyway, UFC 322 got to look forward to. What else? What else we got? I don't want to see this. That's just gross. I think everybody's weighed in. I think everybody made weight. I saw something about Beneil Dariush potentially making weight. Nikita Krylov might be fighting Modestas Bukauskas. I cannot confirm or deny that, but that is a rumor floating around. Anyway, you guys let me know what you're looking forward to. Thanks for hanging out. Everybody who was in here, Matua, who'd we have? Who else did we have earlier? We had Western Mass in here. We had Susu. We had Gabe in here as well. Fantastic stuff. Ralfuccio popped in. Cross, he also was here earlier. Shout out to those fellas. Go check out their channels. But more importantly, like, share, comment, subscribe right here, right now. Do the whole thing before we get out of here. Really appreciated it. Matua, chat member MVP for today. For sure. Early morning fights. It's not always easy to get up for these, but he was here with me, hanging around, doing the whole thing, sticking tough. Hopefully everybody else who enjoyed lurking and hanging out had a good time as well. Great fights, great stuff. Can't wait for the rest of this weekend. We'll see you guys next time. For now, got to send this one away. Got to get some stuff done today. Can't just watch fights all day, unfortunately. This isn't my job. We're not trying to be famous. We're not trying to get rich here. We're just trying to have a good time, talk to the crowd. Again, this is as much your show as it is mine. Don't forget, like, share, comment, subscribe. Do the whole thing. Let me know how you thought these fights went. Not the best card for them, but by no means was this a shitty card. Great action throughout the entire thing. Susu's still here. I was lurking the entire time. Susu, appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you very much. We're going to send this one off right now. If I can find the off button. Matua, thank you for being here. Susu, thanks for lurking. It's okay. It's okay. Lurking is better than nothing. You're here. We feel the presence. We knew there was somebody else out there in the ether. Take time. Take a thick nap. Dude, we're going to have to take a fat nap throughout the entire afternoon. We're going to have to take a nap throughout the entire morning tomorrow so we can stay up all night throughout Saturday. Watch that one championship card. You guys take care. You guys have a good one. Don't forget, like, share, comment, subscribe. If you're watching this now live, we even have a little graphic we can pop up. Look at that. Look at that, fellas. We're getting professional here. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. That way you know when we're going live. We also got breaking news, but there's no breaking news here. We got all kinds of stuff. We got Uncle Chael hanging out in the corner. But for now, for today, that'll do it for me. You guys have a wonderful day. Thank you for hanging out. It's been a blast. Been a fantastic morning of fights. You know, this is how you get the blood pumping. This is how you stay awake the rest of the day. When you're getting lazy, when you're getting tired, it's Friday. The workday is almost over. This is what keeps you going. This is the kind of stuff that keeps me going. I'll take this one all the way out until that LFA card tonight. Hopefully, maybe we'll jump on later tonight with the LFA card. We'll see. It'll be a late night, nonetheless, for me. But for you guys who watched, thank you again for being here. Don't forget, we got the graphic. Need I say more? Do the whole thing. Do the whole thing. We'll see you guys next time. Enjoyed hanging out with you. It's been a great one. Again, this has been your one Friday Fights watch along, whatever this was. Looking forward to the rest of the weekend. But for now, we're sending it away, sending it off. Have a good one, everybody. I'll catch you next time.